still got the Deathcore Krieg quote on there. Oh, bum cheeks and flange buggers. I must remember to change that. Hey everyone, welcome. He's moving that. He's moved it.
Yeah, I'm just going to move the bike because I'm going to be using pigments.
Every time you pick that up, I clench my butt just a little bit.
I'm going to be wrapping it up and putting it in its box of storage with the ball tank.
Yeah, because every time you pick it up, I'm like, oh, don't drop it. It's like watching, I don't know, a doddery old lady carry a set of very expensive and very breakable crockery or something. I don't know.
It's one of those, because it's for someone else, isn't it? It's for e-models, but we're all highly protective of their builds, aren't we? And it's like we're not happy until we've got them boxed away safe somewhere. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, do your intros, mate, and your pimpularity.
Anyway, yes, welcome to Warhammer Sunday, that time of the week when Colin and I crack on with some Warhammer buildy painty goodness and hang out with you guys in the chat, get all this stuff over really quickly. Don't forget, of course, I'll whiz through it as quick as I can. Our usual supporters of this channel are corporate supporters, emodels.co.uk and goblingaming.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your tabletop and model making needs. Links in the description below. Use those links and it tells them that I sent you, and it helps my channel out a lot, so use those links. And of course my patrons and channel members who make my content possible, big thank you and hello to them. Without them this channel wouldn't exist. If you want to help out, you can go to either patreon.com/modelmakingguru and become a patron, or you can click the join button underneath any one of my videos or live streams. Either way, you're helping out the channel, you are supporting me, literally paying my wages because I do this for a job, and also you get access to the live 24/7 Zoom hangout as a reward. So there you go. And don't forget, Collins have got the same, of course. You can pin yours, buddy.
Absolutely. YouTube.com Festa67's workshop. Like Foxx, click the join button to join the channel to get access to the groovy 24/7 where all the cool kids live. Also got patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, folks. So pop over and share the love.
Yeah. Now, of course, don't forget, like I say, this is where we're going to do some work and basically ignore everyone in chat because we're rubbish. But if you are watching this, please do come and join in the live chat. I've got an iPad in front of me and I assume Colin's got his in front of him. So we've got the chat in front of us. We're really just hanging out. Yeah, I like the way. Do you like the way I assumed that?
Yeah. Well, you know how poorly prepared I've been today.
Yeah, and every day. But no, we don't ever change, Cole. Don't ever change. But yes, if you're watching this, make sure you come and join the live chat. If you're watching it embedded on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, click on the YouTube icon on the bottom right. It'll take you to YouTube where you can carry on watching and join the live chat. And if you're on a mobile device, scroll down. It might be under the video player. But join the live chat. It's a good place to hang out and have a good time. And also, if you want to get our attention, because we will have our magnifiers and stuff on, as we always say, we might not see your comments very easily because we're busy painting and doing stuff. So please make sure you either do @ModelMakingGuru at the start of your comment, so it pops my name in an orange box so I can see it. Or if you want to, you can do a super chat by hitting the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That way it puts a little animation on screen and I get a little audio thing, and I know you've done a comment then. So, but either way, either way, join in the chat. Anyway, how are you doing, buddy? How are you, my friend? I'm going to put you.
I am fine and dandy-o, mate. Fine and dandy.
I'll give you a minute while you're sorting your chat out.
Yeah, because I am useless, mate.
Yeah. How's your week been, my friend?
Been all right, mate. As you know, I finished the E-Models bike. I've just bogged down playing catch up with editing at the moment because I'm useless.
Yeah.
I filmed part of episode 1 of the Kshatriya build.
You made his lenses fall off and everything then, and I stabbed myself with a cocktail stick. Oh,
so
again.
That's pretty much what's in the box, the planning and all of that lot. I've got to voice that over and film some more content to pad episode 1 out a bit.
Much excite.
Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Mostly been Christmas prep, innit? Because I don't know, mate.
Christmas nonsense. I don't know.
I know. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, mate.
Right, how you doing with that? How you doing with that big orc? Are you ready yet to show off your wares?
Yeah, hold up. Let's just throw that up there out the way a minute.
Oh no, I thought you'd finished doing.
No, I haven't, because I was answering your question because
You mean you can't do two things at once? What are you, a man?
No, I'm a bloke.
I don't know.
Set that up.
Look at that.
Got it in bits at the moment because of moving it around, but yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
I know. So
you don't do small, do you? You're like Ted. You keep thinking, I'm going to do a small model next time, and you never do.
Well, no, because I tend to do these builds sat in a stream with someone who goes, oh, I know what will be good.
I don't know.
What about a nice catapult for Squigs?
I've no idea who that could be.
Yeah. Have you seen the sprue for the death roller?
I don't know anybody like that. Can't even imagine somebody like that.
All because he knows I'll go into the Goblin link and he'll get a kickback. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yes, like I said in your chat on your stream, it never fails to amaze me that you implicitly trust the person who gets money from all your purchases, that all the things I tell you need are things that you need. I do like that.
Well, you did it to me on the Friday Frolic, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Where you said, oh, what you need some red paints, mate, because you're, blah, blah, blah.
And here's a selection of many of them.
Do. You knew I was going to go on and, yeah.
Yeah, and here's a selection of all of them.
Absolutely.
So what's your plan? What's your plan for today for that big bad boy then, buddy?
Well, I'm going to be doing a bit on me squig, and then it's probably a bit of dust and detritus, bit of crud on the floorboards there. It's all that itty bitty detail stuff, mate.
Lovely.
Then I'm just going to go round with me goggles of goodness, doing a bit more streaking grime on rivets and things like that. So there's still lots to do, but it's the
fun fettling stage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the fartarsery stage.
Fartarsery, I like it. Professional fartarsery.
Absolutely, mate. But I'm multitasking now because I'm answering your question and loading your chat up because I'm good.
Bugger me, there you go. Wow. Yeah, well, today I will be putting Guthorm over there. You go over there, Guthorm. Today I'll just be carrying on with my the Megatrakk Scrapjet, which last week it's all primed. I started painting the pilot dude last week, so I'll probably carry on with him today, or I don't know yet. It's quite tricky filming a little thing because I've got the camera here, but I'll have to have me. Following last week's show, I did acquire the Visor of Goodness.
Yes.
From someone's store who gets a kickback.
Absolutely.
I ordered the Visor of Goodness, which has actually got better magnification than my current lenses. So I've got the 3.5. I've got the 3.5 times on there. Now the difference is that I've got the lenses I normally use are 4 diopter, which is 2 times magnification.
Yeah.
And I always forget and think it's 4 times mag. So I put these 3.5 mag on, and I'm like, wow, everything's much bigger. And then I thought, oh no, it's 3.5 mag, which is 6-7 times magnification. So,
but the beauty of that as well is you can put 2 pairs of lenses on. So.
Oh yeah, well I do find that useful, but not when I've got a camera now because I can't get too close. Otherwise, you just see that all day.
I also find as well if I'm not streaming, I actually take my main glasses off and just use the lenses because. Yeah.
I did like the fact as well you can take the LED light out because I never use that and it's just really heavy. So taking that out makes it nice and. So I'll be using. So apologies if all you see today is that. I'll put some googly eyes there and it'll make it better. It looks like a stormtrooper. So I shall be doing that today. I'll tell you one thing I did do. I've been catching up on all my part works this week and I'm now up to date with them. I've got up to date with the Dodge Charger and up to date with Iron Man. Dodge Charger took me about 3 days of just putting it all together because there was like about 20 issues. The Iron Man took me about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because it was like, issue 35, build the little finger, done. Okay.
Yeah, issue 30, yeah.
Issue 36, put 2 washers in there, done. Next time we'll build the next bit. I'm like, really? Stretching it out a bit. So, but I remembered I'm always tidying this stuff for Warhammer Sunday away each week and to do other things. And I remembered I've got the Citadel project box. So I'm going to keep all my bits in that. So I've got my little paint rack that comes in there for all so I don't have to keep putting all the paints away every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So for this build, so I forgot I had that. If you've not got one, oh hello, something happened. Gross Models has become a channel member apparently, even though he's been a member for 18 months.
Yeah.
I think it's YouTube being weird again, isn't it? But welcome, thank you, Chris at Gross Models, for continuing to be...
what it's telling you, it's actually telling you he's been a member for 18 months.
Yeah, so he's just like, he's rolled over to a new month or something, hasn't he, or something?
Oh, yeah, he gets a new icon.
Yeah, no, it's only after 12 months, I think it just stocks at gold. Although I don't know, actually, he's gone purple. I don't remember doing a bluey purple one. Anyway, I shall have a quick look at chat while you nom your nom goodness,
That's all right, mate.
while you boost your blood sugars. Okay, we have Mad Martigum is in, and Panzer Koenig with the first 2 in. Welcome to you too. Hugh Gordon, welcome you. Hugh.
Hello, you.
Hello, you. Sarah Jane is in. Popped in to say hi and thumb up despite Foxx not liking me. But I'll win him over if I can stay awake long enough.
Oh, bless her.
You see how she makes the effort to start winning me over there straight away?
Yeah, Foxx does love you, Sarah Jane.
We both love you, really. We have Panzer Koenig is in. Graham McRoberts in. Grum's in, so he got a Grum hug, even though he hates Grum hugs. He hates hugs, but he gets one anyway, so shut
Absolutely.
up. It's basically just shut up, isn't it? Who else have we got in? Sarah Jane, Hugh Gordon, Graham. EC Idaho came in, or has appeared. EC Idaho. Who is from? Where's he from, Cole?
IDO.
There you go, yeah. Not from, where do you think he was from? Like Australia or somewhere?
No,
I think-
that was our friend Smoo that made that boo-boo, mate.
For some reason I thought you thought it was from, and then it was like, oh yeah, because it's in his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who else have we got in? The Bobbins. Hello again, chums, says the Bobbins. Welcome, Bobbins.
Hello, Bobbins.
We have Jeff Light. Hi, Fox, Colin, and everyone in chat. Hope and trust that everyone is keeping safe and well, especially the Mama Fox. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat. Not a name I see often in chat, so thank you for coming along. We have, who else has come in? As we know, Gross Models is a member for 18 months. And that's everyone in chat up to date.
Oh, wow. Happy days.
The Bobbin says, I'm now starting a new kit. It has the word Karavanken on the box. I pronounced that in a German way just to avoid the
I saw what you did.
Yeah. Sarah Jane says, hey, that's my visor, and then says, You're trying to win me over, aren't you, Sarah Jane? You're making the effort.
Yeah.
Right, you're painted already. I'm gonna have a swig of tea from my
Absolutely. I mean, if you want to have a bit of a giggle, Sarah Jane, go and watch his Wibble later from Friday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you weren't watching it, because I know sometimes SJ watches but isn't in chat, so if you didn't watch me and Colin on Friday, if you were actually asleep like a normal person at 3:30 on a Friday night, on a Saturday morning, go and watch me trying to install the brake cables. The brake, what are they? The
brake lines.
Brake lines. The brake lines in my Dodge Charger. Jesus Christ.
It went well for you, didn't it?
Yeah, you remember when I put the wings in the X-Wing? It's like that, but with less wings. I don't know. Colin, you noticed that... She said, do you notice that I've got Jar Jar Binks hidden? You mean hidden like that?
Yeah.
In fact, sorry, Guthorm, where's your... It's not going to stay on his head. I can't get them to fit properly, but...
Yeah, it's...
Yes. Mama Fox.
That was a good Wibble, I give you that, though.
Yeah. Mama Fox got me this for my birthday, but it arrived, like, just the other day. So, I was like, oh, you cowbag! But she'd forgotten she'd ordered it, so... Yes. She
Yeah, Mama Fox knows her way to your heart, doesn't she?
Yeah. I'm going to put these wheels over there, because every time I move my hand to my iPad, I stab myself on these 2 cocktail sticks, and it's quite pointy. So, yes. So anyway, yes, hello everyone, welcome to Sunday. Welcome as we paint along. Don't forget, of course, the ultimate question. What is the ultimate question, Colin?
What's in your belly? What's on your bench, folks?
Yeah, I was there, you muppet. I told you on the Sunday brunch. I don't remember things. That's Sarah Jane, she was there. Well, you know, I don't remember things, and Colin didn't remember either, so...
No, he wasn't paying attention, was he, Sarah Jane?
I don't listen to myself, so how can I be expected to listen to anyone else? I don't know. Right, what are we doing today? Yes, so anyway, bench and belly. What's on your bench? What's in your belly? In my belly tonight will be pork and Bramley apple sausage and chips. With...
Oh, nice.
I don't think Mama Fox wants beans. She did buy 24 tins of sprouts, but I don't think she wants sprouts. She doesn't like sprouts.
Oh, that is so funny.
She doesn't even like sprouts. So probably sausage, chips, and Heinz macaroni cheese.
Nice.
What about you, buddy? What's your plan for dinner of this day?
I think we got chicken today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You mean
We
like you
have
had
a nice-
chicken on Friday?
Well, yeah, I know. I may have had a KFC.
You may have had a KFC. Do you mean you did have a KFC?
Yeah, I didn't mock you much, though.
You slag. Paul Di Tommaso's in. Says, hello everyone. Not feeling good today. I had the runs and threw up. I'm tired and my body aches. You probably got the flu or cold or something. Sounds like you got
Yeah,
the flu.
probably got the lurgy, mate.
Yeah, if you've got the raging hosepipe butt, then it's probably the flu or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I remember I've only ever had the flu once.
Yes.
Everybody says, like, blokes always say they get the flu, but in reality they've had a cold. I know I've had the flu once because I was at work one day, the fire alarm went off, and we went and stood outside. It was the middle of winter, and suddenly my legs began not hurting, but it's like suddenly your skin is exceptionally sensitive, and it's like, oh, I don't like that. It's not a painful feeling, but it's not a nice feeling. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't like this. And then I started to feel sick, so I said, I've got to go home. So I went home, got home, went to bed, and woke up 3 days later.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's that. And I thought that was the proper flu. That was.
Yeah.
That's the flu. And I used to.
Yeah.
I used to be in charge of sick notes at one of my jobs, and people say, "Oh, I've had the flu, and that's why I wasn't in." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You were off for one day." And
Yeah,
suddenly-
you had a Friday flu or
Yeah.
the sniffles.
I said, if you had the flu, you wouldn't be stood here today telling me you had the flu yesterday. Yeah. So, hope you get better soon, Paul. Take it easy. Drink lots of fluids. Keep hydrated. That's the important thing. Drink lots
that's
of water.
the main thing.
Drink lots of water. Drink lots of tea. My doctor told me, the best thing to stay hydrated is milk. If you haven't got, if water's not an option, I don't know why, but if water's not an option, or you don't want to drink just lots of water, milk is actually one of the best hydrating liquids.
Oh, wow.
Or drinks.
There you go.
Better than tea and coffee and everything else. Yeah. So big hugs, Paul. Big hugs. Get better soon.
Yeah, get well soon, mate.
Yeah. Get a test done as well. Just to be safe. Get yourself a.
Yeah, PCR test.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. PCR or lateral flow. Get a test just in case. I love my Sunday episode of The Muppet Show in the singular, says Hugh Gordon. He's calling you a Muppet, dude.
Hey, mate, that's all right. I don't mind. I've been called worse.
We don't listen to you either. Sleep well, though, says Sarah Jane. On the bench, several light 135th armour. I'll say that again. I'll start that again completely because it's Jeff Light, not on the light. Jeff Light, on the bench, several 135th armour and belly are waiting for a roast beef dinner. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Graham says, Sprouts nom nom might give you a bit of gas bubbles, but still good. I love Sprouts. Mama Fox, well, she bought these Sprouts for Christmas, but when she buys things on Amazon, she has this habit of not reading any of the words or numbers.
Yeah, she buys in bulk, doesn't she, bless her?
Not deliberately. She'll say, oh, Sprouts. It'll show a tin of Sprouts, so she'll think she's ordering a tin of Sprouts because she doesn't read the numbers. So she ordered 24 tins, and I mean big tins of Sprouts. Each tin is like a meal of Sprouts, so yeah. Yeah, bless her.
She's good.
Well, she ordered something else that came in large numbers. I can't remember what it was now.
Sprouts and potatoes, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, she's ordered 10 kilograms of potatoes that haven't actually turned up yet, bizarrely, which is weird. Fox, milk isn't good if you have an upset stomach. That's true. That's true. Water is better for you, says Graham. Water's always the best option. Still not sure about Sprouts in a tin, says Chris at Gross Models. Hello, Chris at Gross Models, and also hello to Eon's
Chris.
Car, who's just come in. Welcome to both of you. Huggularity. Right, I'm going to start by... What am I going to start by doing? I shall... Shall I do the skin, or shall I do the... don't know. I'll do the... don't know what to start with. You know when you just like you've got a multiple choice and your brain just goes bleh.
Oh, yeah, you get brain drain.
Yeah, I could start with the skin, but I've still got to do the collar and stuff on the... I might do the collar and stuff first because that might get messy and I might get stuff on the actual skin that I'm going to highlight. So let's do that first. So I need to put...
Panzer says
wash on
belly,
those.
bacon and egg rolls with a mug of coffee, bench, trumpeter, BMD free.
Ooh. Right, I'm going to do... I want his white scarf to be a different colour to his sheepskin collar, so I'm going to do some Agrax Urshade on that sheepskin collar. If I can reach it. There it is. On the bench is a Chaos Space Marines, and for the belly a packet of Walker's Quavers and fatigued barbecue chicken and bacon with cheese-filled crust. Ooh. Sarah Jane says fish is best for upset stomach, Paul. It's why hospital gives you it. And Paul says, ooh, fish. I kind of like fish. I like fish when it's presented with no bones and easy to eat.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's like, oh, by the way, you might have to pick through it to get rid of all the hard bits. No. How about no?
Yeah, that's just too much of a challenge for blokes. It's multitasking and everything.
I don't require solids in my soft meats. Thank you. That's not an option. That's the wrong brush. Let's find a decent brush for a shade. I don't need a big shade brush, but that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Ew, fish. Ew, fish. Where's he gone? There he is. I've got to figure out where the camera is now, and also where I can see him with me headset on.
Yeah.
So do let me know, folks, if my head's in shot all the time. Not that I can do anything about it, because I've got to see what I'm painting, obviously.
Yeah, the lens of seeingness.
Is that my thingy in shot? I don't think it is. Cool.
I'll soon let you know. You carry on and do what you do, and I'll let you know.
Mm.
No, I can't see it in shot. You see your pinkies, and that's it, mate.
You see me painting?
Yeah.
Jolly good. I shall do Aggrat Earthshade on the bone bits as well, because that'll kill two birds with one stone.
Aggrat's Earthshade.
Aggrat's Earthshade. Some say that when Duncan cries, he sheds a tear of Aggrat's Earthshade.
Oh, good factoid.
And some say that every time you paint with one thick coat, Duncan sheds a tear of pure Agrax. That's how Agrax is made. They force him to watch somebody painting poorly.
Yeah, tears of Duncan.
Yep. There we go. So that's the Agrax now shading both the collar. Hope the collars and cuffs match. Both the collar and the bone parts. And what I'll do is I'll shade the actual sleeve cuffs as well, because they need to be shaded. So I may as well kill two birds with one stone, or several birds with one stone, because it's all about trying to plan the simplest way of doing things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it too hard.
Well, I don't say hard, but just, don't make too much of an effort. It's probably a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
It's like there's no point painting something and shading it and then painting the next thing and shading that with the same shade when you can paint both things and then shade them at the same time.
Exactly.
What you doing, dude? What you doing?
Railings.
Just
straightening me
railings. I love
railings.
what you just said. Railings.
Well, see, I've got Aberdeen Angus fingers, so when I lean on something, I tend to squish it.
Aberdeen Angus. Oh, it's the finest of beefs.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is the best of all beefs. You know that with your missus being Scottish, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I love a bit of Aberdeen Angus.
Yeah, my dad being from Glasgow, of course, I grew up knowing all the things of Scottish are best.
Yeah, it really is, mate. There you go.
I shall
put a bit of
I shall put a wash on the scarf as well. I don't really need to, but I'll do it.
A little bit of dark in there.
I think what I'll do is when I paint his scarf, he's got bullet holes in his scarf. So I think I'm doing it as a white scarf, obviously a white silk scarf, but I'll do it as with little bits of smoke effects around his.
Yeah, a bit of dust and detritus around it.
Bit of burning round his hole, if you know what I mean.
Oh dear, burning ring of fire.
Yeah, I've been to that restaurant.
Oh, that sounded so wrong.
Not if you're British and you grew up in the 70s or 80s. It's fully acceptable. Now we wait for the shade to dry, so I'll do a bit of chat dollying. Edwin RSA is in, says hello everyone, welcome Edwin, welcome to the stream.
Hello mate.
Eon's car says, adding on that it's pizza, typed enter too fast. Because he says, on the bench is a chaos. We've done that one. Oh, because he says it's chicken and bacon with cheese filled crust pizza. Hugh says, roast pork in the oven, trying to make molehills for my diorama base keep turning out like cowpats. How about, I don't know what scale it is. How would you make a molehill? I'd probably do it in some sort of putty or something solid to make the cone shape, and then get some real soil and sprinkle it, glue it over.
Yeah, you can get that sort of like a mix of Mod Podge and paper mache or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if they're only little tiny ones, yeah, something like that, or just something you can make a little cone shape out of that's solid, and then glue onto it little bits of, just go and get some soil from the garden and dry it out, obviously. Just sprinkle that over it and around the edges, and that'll give it that kind of lumpy, crumbly soil look, depending on what scale it is. But I'll tell you what though, when you put soil in the oven to cook it and sterilise it.
Oh, it smells gorgeous, doesn't it?
It's the nicest smell. It is the nicest. If nobody's ever done this, right, if you've never done this, I know a lot of you have seen me do it, but if nobody's ever done this, if you're doing a diorama, one of the best things you can use for dirt is actual dirt.
Yeah.
Depending on the scale, of course. But if you want to put actual real soil from your garden into a diorama, you have to kill all the things that are living in it. Otherwise, you end up with a diorama that starts becoming alive.
Yeah, don't want
and
that.
Goes mouldy. So what you do is you put the soil in the oven, and I think it was like something like just full heat for like an hour. So I can't remember what it was, 180 degrees for half an hour or something like that. But you just bang it in the oven anyway. And I tell you, I put it in baking trays and put it in the oven. It smells like baking bread.
Yeah,
but it's like
gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like baking bread extreme because it's twice as strong a smell. Oh, it's so nice. Hugh says, I've got it sussed PVA and scatter, 1/72 scale. Oh yeah, it'd be tiny in that case, in 1/72. Yeah, you wouldn't need to make blobs then.
No,
Hello,
I
Mama
thought
Foxx. She can't hear me because she's got headphones on. Let's have a look.
Are you on the Barry's tea today, or are you still on coffee?
No, I'm on the Barry's tea. I have a coffee when I wake up to, get my brain up. But if I'm going to be doing any delicate painting and stuff, I can't afford to be having the coffee jitters.
No.
So, like yesterday when I was doing the part works and stuff, it's just screwing things together, so it didn't matter. I had lots of coffee.
Yeah, that was funny.
Paul Di Tommaso says, I only like mild fish like whitefish, battered and deep fried with chips and ketchup. Yeah, fish and chip shop fish. You can't go wrong. You never get bones in that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I do like fish, but only when it's like, here's a fish, there's no farting around, just put it into your mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it gets a bit much otherwise, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Right, is this drying yet? I need to paint something. I don't want to spread myself too thin painting 14 different things. There's nothing to paint on the... I suppose
Oh, we're mulling things over again, are we?
I'm debating what I could paint on the grot while I'm waiting for the Orks wash to dry, but it's mostly grot, but with a couple of thumbsticks.
Yeah.
And his trousers. So I'll leave him to one side for now. La 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 la. I'll tell you what I could do.
What's that, mate?
I could. I'm trying an experiment, you see. I'm going to try an experiment with the tracks. Paint them a light grey and then apply a track wash.
Oh, yeah, you was going to do that, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might.
The alternative way of doing trackage.
Yeah, so let me see if I can get a coat of a nice light grey colour on there. Let's find a nice light grey, because that's just primer on there in a minute. Let me have a look with my looking eyes. I'm thinking Dawnstone might be most pleasant. If it's too...
a bit of Dawns.
Yeah, if it's too light, they come out just looking like, I don't know. I need them to be like a medium grey. And maybe a couple of other colours. So let's get that done. I'll get that done first while he's drying. I'll put him over there. You go over there, little fellow. Question, says Jeff. Which was invented first, battered fish or fish in breadcrumbs? I suspect they probably had bread before they had deep frying ovens. I nearly put my brush into my cup of tea then, nearly.
This is why I have my cups of lidness, mate.
Yeah, well, it's because I had my lenses pulled down and I wasn't actually looking properly, because I'm a spesh. I need some foam to jam these into, that's the point. Let me find a small foam. I have a small foam.
Oh, you're good.
Small foam acquired.
Live chat, there you go.
All my bits of foam I actually got from a company that makes airplane cargo containers. Bizarrely. What are you eating? What flavour? I'm guessing they're crisps. Yum, yum,
Ready
yum,
salted. Sorry, mate, I had a mouthful of crisps, too.
Ready salted. That's in no way at all is that cheese and onion. I'm disappointed. You'll know better next time.
It's because I've already eaten the cheese and onion, mate.
Oh, then I'll let you off in that case. That's the better answer. You answered that correctly.
Yeah, they're gone, mate.
Good
Them
lad.
bad boys.
Good lad. Fox, you want to try different shades of grey on different links? I will be doing. I just want to get a base coat down first of Dawnstone, and then I'll do a few other little grey colours on separate, and I'll do some light blue ones and stuff as well. But
Yeah.
I'll do a base coat of Dawnstone first, and then
Can't have enough trackage, mate.
no.
Edwin RSA's in, saying hello to everyone. Hello, Edwin.
I may have read that one ages ago.
Have you? Mm-hmm. There's me trying to help you out by doing chat, Dolly, and all you do is pick on me.
Happy days. Halcyon days, isn't it? It was the best of times. It was the best of times. I'm not even on camera, am I? I don't think I need my lenses for this one.
Lenses of goodness, mate.
Yeah, I don't need them for painting the tracks. Trying to figure out how to. It's really hard to keep hold of this in the clamp, you see, because there's nothing really big to clamp onto.
Won't one of your other clamps do it?
No, there's just the physical structure. There's nothing I can grab the clamps onto really very well.
Oh, right.
So there's clamps and then there's clamps.
Yeah, and they're not very good clamps, then. They're not clamps.
Oh, they're good clamps. There's just it's too much of a flat surface, unfortunately. There's not like a pin or anything I can snick them onto. Did you see how I used a Marvel term there?
I'm pretty impressed with that.
Snicked. Yeah, I know Marvel and stuff. I don't really.
What colour's that? Yeah, that's that, and that's that. I'm going to have to, grab some of them.
What are you muttering about?
I'm just getting paints ready.
Yee, Spider. That was a good one. That one.
You can have that.
That was like a mix between a yeet and a spider pig. Like you're throwing the spider pig. Yeet.
Yeah. Spider pig of goodness.
Oh yeah. Nobody spider pigs like Fester. I'm not going to paint the wheels because they're not made of tracks.
Brass. Let's have a bit of copper.
Oh, you're doing brassy colours. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got some brass, you ain't ya?
You got some brass on you, geez, ain't you? Yeah.
Brass Nick. Ew! What's that noise? I don't want to know. Just please tell me you were shaking. Please tell me you were shaking a paint. Oh, bugger.
Shaking a bottle of paint.
Good lad. That's why you don't paint over a wet palette, Fox. You dingleberry. Don't be like Chris. Don't paint over your wet palette. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh dear, really?
Yes.
Are you mocking Chris now?
Of course. Why don't I go onto that smaller wheel where it can grip better?
Poor Chris. I'm feeling sorry for him now.
He would just as easily mock me, given half the chance.
Yeah, but that's just the done thing, mate.
It's kind of a contractual obligation, isn't it? I suppose.
It is. You know, that's what it's about. You know, if we're not mocking you, we're not doing our job, are we?
Every time somebody doesn't mock me, an angel loses its wings. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Every time somebody forgets to mock me, a kitten dies.
Deep down, I kind of think you like being mocked.
Oh, I like the attention, don't get me wrong.
You know, so... Yeah. And it's better we do it, otherwise Sarah Jane will do it, and she's brutal when she mocks
that's
you.
true. That's true. Hello, Mama Foxx.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello, Mum.
She heard me that time.
Oh, bless her.
She's got her headphones on, watching telly.
Oh,
Doodle 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 doo.
good old Mama Foxx.
The thing is, I got her those headphones because I was like, it gets to that point where she's watching the telly and it's like at 8,000 decibels, and I'm like, we do have neighbours, and I really should do something about that.
Yeah.
So I got her these headphones, which is like brilliant. Now she can sit there and she can hear everything quite nicely, and not disturb the neighbours. But now, whenever I need to talk to her, she can't hear a thing.
Oh, she must love that then.
Well, yeah, it's like she sits there and looks at me, and I'm like, take your headphones off. I can hear you. And then you say something. What? You clearly can't hear me.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's not keeping the neighbours awake, so.
Exactly.
But then it backfired completely, because now what she does is she sits there and watches telly, but has her iPad in front of her and watches videos on the iPad at full volume. I'm like, oh, I can't win.
You can't win, no.
Well, she watches these. I don't know what it is, right? She watches these videos on Facebook, and they're always like, she watches a lot of like Thai soap opera clips. I don't quite know why. They seem to be they seem to be in Thai with English subtitles.
Yeah.
And she watches a lot of these videos where it's like, the worst acted things ever, and they're all like, this man told his boss to do this and see what happened, and they're like, it's the same people in each one. And they're like 20-minute long. It's sort of the American people. I don't know what it is. They're like, I don't know how it works. And they're always like clickbaity videos.
Yeah.
This man told his wife then, I don't know. But anyway, she likes watching these, and it's like, oh God.
YouTube with clickbait videos. Who would have thought that?
Sorry, not YouTube, Facebook, I should say. And she keeps watching these ones with like she seems to watch ones that have like the artificial voiceover.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have the guy that it sounds a bit like one of the male British Siri voices.
Yeah.
But it's like you can tell it's an artificial voice.
Yeah.
The man went over there and did the thing. It's like, if you're going to make a video, why not just record the voiceover and therefore it doesn't sound garbage?
Yeah, it doesn't sound...
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
But she's enjoying herself, so I'm not going to knock it.
As long as
all that
she's
matters.
happy.
Yep, it's all that matters. La la la. Put all the Christmas
That's the
lights
key.
up. Put all the Christmas lights up and stuff yesterday. So she sat down the stairs and all the multicoloured lights now. It's quite nice.
Oh, she'll be loving that then.
Oh yeah.
She's all Christmased up, mate, bless her.
Yeah, put up the new Christmas tree. She told me to take the old one down. She said, get rid of it, throw it away. And then she's like,
Yeah.
she goes and buys a new one. I'm like, well, why did you?
Yeah, what was the point of that? Yeah.
Thankfully, it's smaller though, so
Yeah.
that's all right. Right, so that's that bit. He's still not dry yet.
So is that going to stay up, is it? Or is that coming down?
Yeah, because I can't be asked to. I've thrown the box away now. I can't be bothered taking that thing down. No. That's not going to happen. To quote the Master Chief. I don't really want to start the vehicle while I've got dudes to paint. I want to get the dudes out of the way. Oh, I need to
It's
put
always
some,
good to paint the dudes.
need to put some shade on the guy's head, I suppose, don't I? On his flying cap and goggles. Ja, das ist richtig. But I also need to do some lead belcher.
Get your lead belcher here.
3 for a pound.
Freight per pound.
Lead belcher, and I shall do his goggles in a different colour. Have I got any Iron Hand steel? I don't know if I've got any of that. Rune Fang steel. Ha la la la. Iron Breaker, that's a good colour. I'll do that. Shaking.
Oh, what's that noise? What's that noise? It sounds so wrong.
There you go. Right, what's chat doing? Fox, you want to try different... Oh, we've done that one. A maker friend did that once. He drank from the wrong cup, the one he used for cleaning his brush. Yes, I had two A few years ago, because I was playing Persona 4 at the time, I made myself a couple of Juness mugs, like Juness store in the game. There's a store called Juness. You can't. I just designed the logo and got them printed out. But I used one as my water cup and one was my preferred coffee cup, and I realised it's really bad to have the same cup.
Yeah.
Identical cups as your. Yeah, I made that much because everybody knows when you're painting with water paints, base paints. It's not got there yet, but eventually, no matter what colour you use, your water will look like coffee by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it didn't go well. Colin feeling sorry for Chris. It won't last, says Panzer.
No, it won't, mate.
Yeah.
That effect is already over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane says, I need some of those headphones. I'll be able to stay awake, says Sarah Jane. Do you know? YouTube subtitles are brilliant. Just look at what they come up with during one of Colin's videos, says Panzer. Yeah. It is quite funny if you go back and read the subtitles on your own videos. I've started doing, when I do voiceover, I write a script and I record the voiceover separately, because apparently if you have subtitles on your videos, closed captions, it improves your stats. And makes your video more favourable to the algorithms.
Yeah.
So where I know I'm going to do a voiceover, if I'm doing like a live piece to camera, then I'm not going to sit there and transcribe that into words. But where I'm doing like a voiceover, I'll actually script it because then I can upload the script to YouTube, and it can have proper captions. So as often as I can, I have proper closed captions on my videos. Where I've got a voiceover piece, because I can write the script and then you literally just do a text file, upload it to YouTube, and it works out the timings. It's quite clever.
Yeah.
It listens to what you say in the video and breaks up the text file to be the subtitles at the right time. It's quite clever. But yeah, it really helps your search listings and stuff. So I was like, I'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. That will be great. Thank you. Right, now for some tiny metallic bits. I'm breaking the rules and I'm going to put a metallic in my wet palette.
Oh dear.
But I'm only doing a little bit. It's only a little bit, innit?
So when it's you, the rules are there for bending, but when it's anyone else...
These rules were made for bending. If it's a little tiny bit, it's not the end of the world. It's more if you've got... Well, one of the main reasons you don't put metallics in a wet palette is because it seeps into the sponge and then it contaminates all your other paints. But the advantage that you and I have is that we're using kitchen roll as our sponge. It's disposable.
Yeah, we don't do with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's more for if you've got a wet palette where there's actually a sponge underneath your thingy paper. That's where you really don't ever want to put metallics in there, because there's never going to get it out the sponge if you do that. But for us, it's just kitchen roll, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, the sponges were instantly abandoned.
Yeah, well, mine's just made out of a plastic box. It's not actually a proper jobby. I'm only doing a little tiny bit, so. But I am using a Games Workshop brush and not my expensive broken toe brushes. So, yes.
Oh yeah, the broken toads only come out for special jobs, don't they?
Yeah. Well, anything small. Occasionally metallics, but only where it's a tiny amount.
Yeah, they're just one of them, isn't they? It's the broken toads. It's like, yeah.
Your Sunday best, that.
Oh yeah. I mean, they get used. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, yeah. You do pucker when you get them out of the packet. You're like,
oh, yeah.
It's the broken toads are out.
But I have to admit that, I mean, my brushing quality has improved so much. Just by simply using good brushes.
Yeah.
To the point now where my brushwork wasn't brilliant with Citadel brushes. Okay. It was adequate. But then I got my broken toe brushes and my brushwork improved vastly because they're really good brushes. But then consequently, because my brushwork improved and I wasn't fighting the brushes, now I can go back in with Citadel brushes and actually get better results because I'm suddenly using better brushes again. I mean, I'm brushing better to start with.
Yeah, I got one of them Artifier ones Well, you know that because you got the kickback. But yeah, I followed your advice and bought loads of things, which I'm doing well considering I'm not in the hole and having
not anywhere near the hole, you.
No.
But that's, I mean, I discovered that the other day with those artificer brushes. It's like, that's GW's smallest detail brush. And I've always found them okay, but not brilliant for tiny details because they're not really small enough. But again, I was painting the other day working on those Bane blades, and it was like, I suddenly realised I'd been painting all these tiny details with an artificer brush for like 3 hours, and I'm like, how is this brush now not crap?
Yeah, because you didn't like them, did you, for a number of reasons?
Yeah, I was like, how is this brush now actually not garbage? And that's when I realised it's because I've just upped my brush painting by using good brushes. And it's got me to the point where now that I've used brushes that actually behave, I've been able to focus on brushing better. And like I say, rather than just fighting with the brush all the time. So I would say to people, you know, if you're struggling in brush painting, get yourself some decent brushes. Your skills will improve. And then when you do go back to less expensive brushes, you'll actually get better results. So I can quite happily use all my Citadel brushes now and I'm not going to come out garbage. Like I'm using an artificer. I'm painting the goggles on his flight helmet, and I'm using a layer brush, not even an artificer. It's a small layer brush, and that's insane because that's massive for the job. But it's working.
Hey, mate, if it works, do it.
Yeah. So I do recommend good brushes, whether it's, you know, Broken Toads or Winsor & Newton Series 7s or, you know, Artis Opus, whatever you get. It is worth spending that little bit of money if you can, just for some good quality hardware. Because it'll get you in, it'll just give you it's like learning to airbrush. If you start airbrushing on a piece of crap, you're going to be fighting the airbrush and you'll never develop the skills. But if you learn to airbrush on a good airbrush that actually behaves and doesn't give you any problems, then you can spend your time learning how to actually airbrush. Then you'll thank yourself at the end of it. All will come good.
We all started out, didn't we, with the obligatory Chinese airbrushes, so to speak. But you know, they got their place, you know, to get you going. But like I say, it's such a steep learning curve that you do want a decent airbrush in the end, just to make life more bearable. It does make a difference. I mean, when we all first moved over to more premium brands,
that makes a massive difference.
Day, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you try and learn to ride a bike on the bike with square wheels, you're never going to learn how to ride a bike because it's not going to happen. If you just invest in the semi-decent equipment from the start, you'll have a better time of it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So I never realised that, but I now know that it is purely down to the quality of well, rather, I know that just something simple as the quality of the brushes has a massive impact on the quality of your paint job. And I really
certainly does.
Yeah, really can't recommend it enough. Because I quite like the Artificer layer brush now. It's like, it means I've got a nice fine detail brush that I can use for things like metallics and stuff, rather than sacrifice anything expensive. And if I've got an Artificer in front of me there, and I haven't got my Broken Toad in front of me, I can actually reach for it and just quickly paint something small and not have to worry about I'm going to mess it up. Quite happy with that. Yeah, I can hear my little trickly noises. Yay!
You like your little trickly noises, don't you?
Yeah. There's only one time I want to hear trickly noises in the middle of the night, and that's when we're doing a Friday frolic.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
I don't want. If I'm hearing trickly noises and we're not doing a Friday frolic, then I'm just getting old.
Yeah, we do love a Friday frolic.
Oh yeah. La 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 la. Where's my black? Abaddon black. There you go. Thank you very much. I need that leather colour. I can't remember what colour I used for a leather flight helmet now. Flange.
Was it snakebite leather?
No, that's a contrast paint. I didn't use those. I think it was it might have been Mornfang brown?
Mornfang brown.
Might have been.
Yeah, Mornfang brown. Get your Mornfang brown there. Mornfang brown and Scrag brown, was it?
No, not Scrag brown. It was. I'm going to move my microphone thing out of the way. It might have been Mornfang. I think it was Mornfang. Screw it, it was Mornfang. I've got it in my hand. I've decided it was Mornfang. There you go. If it's not, then actually,
it ain't. Don't matter.
It's going to get.
You can always paint over it, can't you?
Well, that's. I need to. I want to tidy up the flight helmet where I've just painted the metallic bits and made little messes. So before I start doing washes, but right, let's get this. Let's get this. I think I just said think with an F.
My plan is working.
I think it's Mornfang Brown. Candygram's in. Hello everyone. Says Candygram. Hello Candygram. Welcome my friend.
Hello, mate.
Got a new motor?
Absolutely. Yep, my plan on getting Foxx speaking Mockney is working.
I think I got Mornfang. Yeah, I'm either Mockney or Ork, one of the two.
Yeah.
Same colour. Let's try on the back of his head. Back of his head. Yeah, near enough. It's only a little tiny touch-ups anyway. Oh God, missed that bit there. I'm liking these lenses.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
I mean, I can see them giving me a headache, but then any lenses give me a headache. Looking through lenses all day just ends up giving me headaches, but I can see them giving me a bit of a throbby head. But
yeah, but limit your time.
Oh yeah, and I mean at the moment I am trying to make sure my head's not in shot all the time, so I'm kind of a bit far away. Whereas when
your head's not in shot.
No, that's what I'm saying.
If you lean, why don't you then adjust your position where you're comfortable? Yeah, now it's in shot. See?
Yeah.
So
no, it's because
you would probably have to do what I do and bring your camera down and at more of a angularity across the way.
That's the difficulty. I can't have it over there because all you see is the back of my hand painting.
Yeah.
And I can't have it over there because there isn't an Ethernet cable to connect the thingy cable to connect the camera to. So I've got to have it top down when I'm painting tiny things.
No, that's a bind. You've not got an extended cable, no?
Yeah, but it's there's a reason I can't use it and I can't remember.
Okay.
I think. Also, I can't remember. I think I've got one set up for my phone, like a lightning to USB.
Yeah.
But it's just out of reach of the cable that comes off the camera. If I put the camera over on the left-hand side,
yeah, I mean,
it's just not quite long enough.
webcam is on a 2 metre long extended cable that runs under the bench through trunk into the other side of me, to my right, into the PC.
Oh yeah, this one it goes into a USB extender.
Yeah, no,
but the one I've got for my phone,
yeah,
it will go into that. It's just not quite long enough to reach the extending cable.
Is it iPhone?
Well, no. I've got a USB extender cable going up above me.
Yeah.
That I can plug the iPhone in, because the iPhone then has a lightning cable that is long enough to reach the extender. But the cable the cable that's built into this camera is about 10 centimetres, just too short.
No, that's not on, is it?
I know, and I don't want more cables hanging around above my head. Right, that's that. Can dry for a minute. And a minute. Got to paint this chap's hand grips.
Sounds so wrong.
I know. It's a paint pot, apparently. So yeah, when I'm painting normally, of course, I'll be closer to the model, so I'll be fine. But I think while I'm doing it now, I have to sit a little bit away, so it's a little bit straining on the eyes, but not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad. It doesn't matter what I use to magnify though. If I'm streaming like this, I'm always going to have.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. That's why I stuck that there, because I can lean right over now. See, and I'm not in shot.
It's not the end of the world. long as people can see what I'm doing and I can see what I'm doing, and
That's the key.
I watched a Spider-Man movie yesterday.
No.
I did.
Holy moly.
It was on
right?
It was on the BBC's. Well, I like Marvel and stuff. I love me Marvel. I love me MCU. But of course, the Spider-Man movies aren't on there because that's Sony, innit? So they've not quite sorted that out yet. So they're not on the Disney Plus app or anything like that. So I've not watched them. And I remember watching the first Spider-Man movie hundreds of years ago, and it was kind of rubbish. And I've not really had any interest in it because I've not watched them. So it was on the BBC iPlayer yesterday, so I watched it. It was like, it's all right.
Doable, was it?
Yeah, it's all right. It had Nick Fury in it, so it's always a winner. What's his face playing Nick Fury? Name's gone. What's his name?
William Dafoe, no?
No, Snake's on a plane, dude.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
He's got a way about him, and he. Yeah.
And it had it was alright.
Yeah. He's certainly good.
I was surprised to see it on the BBC iPlayer because it's a 2019 film. And normally they don't splash out on things that are only a couple of years old.
Samuel L. Jackson does Shakespeare. To be or not to be? Yeah.
There is something rotten in the state of Denmark. That was my little Hamlet reference.
I'm impressed. Knew there was a reason why we liked you.
I was going to do Richard III quote, but I've forgotten the first half of the line. Something, something, something. Oh yeah. Now is the winter of our discontent. I can't do it. I can't do Samuel Jackson. I'm not even going to try. Now is the winter of our discontent. Made glorious summer by this son of York. He'd just come out sounded like Laurence Olivier. I'm carefully painting the hand grips that this grot is holding, and yet when I put him into the back of the thing, you're not even going to see him.
No.
I'll know it's there.
That's the key. You'll know it is there.
Now is the winter of our discontent. Made glorious summer by this son of York and your rebel friends. No, that's wrong. Went a bit wrong there, didn't I?
Just as well I don't do Shakespeare then, Gordon Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alas, poor Yorick.
I knew him well, Horatio. My dad worked with Laurence Olivier for one.
Oh, really?
They were doing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Yeah.
They were filming that, and he was working on that.
He was a proper lovey, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Apparently he was lovely. He was a lovely fella. But it's funny, you know. It's funny, of all the things Laurence Olivier did throughout his career, such a talented actor, marvellous Shakespearean actor and just dramatic actor. So talented, such a diverse portfolio of work. And yet the one quote from his entire career that most people remember, is it safe?
Really?
Is it safe? From the Marathon, you remember Marathon Man?
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman, wasn't it?
Yeah. When he played Device Angle. Yeah. Is it safe? Yeah, it's like of all his career, and the one thing people remember is him playing the White Angel in the Marathon Man. The dentist dude. Evening Fox and Festa, I'd love to hear Samuel L. Jackson say that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Phil Easter's in.
Hello, Phil.
Welcome, Phil. Got a new matter. Mad Martigan says, hi, Phil. Merry non-denominational free time to you. Adeptus is in. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I slept in today.
That's right, mate.
There's no such thing as being late, but we'll talk about it later when you hand over all your money.
Yeah.
For the purposes. That's a really bad paint job. That's a really crappy colour that's come out there. But it'll do for tracks. That grey's come out all blotchy because I've only done one coat. But you know
really?
what? For tracks, it'll be fine.
You didn't do 2 thin coats then, no?
Well, it's only going to be like the colour. I only need it for a colour rather than the actual solid. It's going to be a rusty track, so let's do some other colours on them. Let's do a Dark Reaper, I think. Little bit of Dark Reaper on some of the tracks. Dark Reaper, it is your time. I don't know what that was. I don't know, where's my tube?
Yeah, he's finally lost it, folks.
Lost it, I never had the script. No, I don't need to be neat with this. I just need to... What do I need to do, Ted? Oh, he's not here, is he?
Slap it on.
I haven't got my buttons, so I can't even do a Ted button. Mac's in. Evening Fox and Fester. Oh, well, he's the one. Yeah, he's the one that said Evening Fox and Fester. Hey, Mac.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Got a new motor?
That's what you did there.
You see what I did there? Did you see it?
I did.
Oh, you're looking. I've told you about that.
I saw it with my eyes of seeingness.
Tell you what, Dark Reaper is a lovely colour. I'm thinking next time I do anything German grey.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might do it. You won't see on camera because it won't come out, but it's like a bluey grey.
Yeah.
It's like a dark bluey grey. That's a really nice German grey colour. Ooh, a little hint of blue to it. Dark Reaper. I am the Dark Reaper. I should do a few little treads in this. Just a few. Mrs. Wembley.
Yeah. Just the one.
Just the one, Mrs. Wembley. That was a terrible series. But
yeah.
I remember the quote.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, was it?
No. Did you do a little pump then?
No, I was putting my thing in the glue holder.
I beg your pardon? What you do off camera is your own business, but you don't need to tell us about it. You keep your thing to yourself.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? Right, so I'm going to paint some of the treads in different colours. So I'll go for this kind of bluey colour. G'day, Bluey.
G'day, Blue.
That's an Australian children's cartoon, Bluey. I watched an episode. It was awesome. It's actually really good.
Hold on a minute. You watched Australian television and it was good.
It was a cartoon. I was
going to say, yeah, because I mean, we was all brought up with Skippy, weren't we? It was like, yeah.
No, it was. It's Bluey is like this little dog, and it's like Bluey, and he's got his. I think his sister and his mum and dad. Blue, because he's a blue healer. You see, so Bluey. G'day,
right.
Bluey.
Yeah.
I should do that one blue as well. I think Bluey's a boy. It might be. I can't remember now. It's been a while.
Because yeah, we used to watch. What was it? Littlest Oboe, wasn't it? That used to be on.
That's American though.
I know that. I didn't say
Maybe
it was
tomorrow.
Australian.
I can't sing it. I nearly started with that. Can't go any further than that.
Yeah, copyright.
Yep. But that spawned a generation of dogs wearing bandanas. It has to be said.
Yeah, yeah.
Dogs will always look awesome now, forever, with a bandana because of whatever that dog was called.
Yeah.
But
Do you think that inspired the dog in the game?
What, in Fallout?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Dogmeat was based on was a riff on the dog from Mad Max.
Oh,
is it
right.
The Lone Wanderer? Is it the Lone Wanderer? Or something? I can't remember. He had a dog.
Yeah.
Which was an Australian blue healer. And in Fallout 3, Dogmeat was actually an Australian blue healer because he had different coloured eyes and everything. But then in Fallout 4 they made it just an Alsatian. There's always a dog called Dog Meat in Fallout. It is the order of things. Right, so I don't want to do too many tracks in this colour, so I'll do one down there as well. Too many treads. I'm testing a technique that I saw Night Shift do. Max, is it Max Novak Night Shift?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's Max, is it? Or Martin, I can't remember his first name now. I know why these colours are coming out all blotchy and patchy.
Why is that?
It's because the primer I used was that, the contrast primer, you know, the rattle can.
Right.
Whatever it's called, and it's like a really smooth paint finish.
Yeah.
And it always makes the first coat come out really kind of. It's weird. It's almost like the surface tension's different because it's designed for contrast paints. Grey Sear, it's called. It's almost like it's so smooth that when you put the paint down, it just kind of pulls itself apart. And I forgot that, but it's fine because these are tracks, and I want that kind of effect anyway. But when I paint the wheels, I'll have to make sure I pay attention that the paint's going to require a few coats to not be all weird. It just has some weird. I think it needs that for the surface tension properties for the contrast paints.
Yeah.
But when you put normal paints on top, it can do some fun things. So, what you painting? What you painting? What you painting?
Cleaning my paintbrush.
Ooh. Waiting for a certain little lady to come by.
Yeah. Saw another episode of Deep Space Nine last night.
Go on.
Where Major Kira was in a black bondage suit.
Oh,
again.
another Mirror Universe one.
Yeah. It's the one where Cisco went over because he had to replace dead Cisco.
Oh, yeah.
I may have hit the still pause button. It's like, oh, look. Oh,
I'm
full length shot of Major Kira.
See, I'm just surprised you can remember what the episode was about. I'd be like, what was it about? I've got no idea.
I may have had to re-watch it for artistic purposes.
Did you have to go off and read the wiki just to... What was it about? Yeah. Hang on, let me just get the wiki up. Hang on.
Do you know, I didn't think of that. I should have done, shouldn't I? But
yeah. Well, clearly, if you remember the storyline, clearly you need to go and watch it again because it didn't have the correct desired effect.
Yeah, it was like, oh, mate. Gosh, what a babe.
If anybody doesn't realise this, both Colin and I just find Major Kira from Deep Space Nine just absolutely just
It's the way she wrinkles her nose in that knowing way.
And the little cheekies. It's a glass of water to a man in the desert is Major Kira.
Oh, mate.
Nana Visitor. Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like some people you look at and they look horny, whereas you look at like Major Kira and you just fall in love. You're like, I love her. I don't know why. You fall in love with her straight away.
It's just that mischievous. Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that if you actually went to a convention and met and I visited the first, you say, "Hi, will you be my girlfriend?" Wait, no, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I'll be going, "Oh, I like you in that really naughty suit." Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, that was my inside voice. Oh.
Yeah, but I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Can I just stand here going, I like you.
You know, like when a puppy meets someone for the first time, and because like a puppy loves everybody.
Yeah.
First time a puppy meets someone, it's like, I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. That's what we're like with Major Kira.
Well, we'd be going, "Hello, Mrs. Visitor, how are you?"
I don't know. Why have you got your nose pressed against that window? Reasons.
We'd be tugging each other's sleeve. She looked at me. She winked at me. She's mine. Mine.
Oh, she breathed that bit of air that I breathed out when she breathed in. She shared my air.
Yeah, I got a bag of Major Kira air. And yes, folks, by the way, you can get signed Nana Visitor stuff on eBay. Not that I've looked.
Oh, God, you have, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. Have you spent money?
No.
Have you really spent? Have you spent money?
No, it was that knowing that I would have to explain the purchase to H.
Have you spent money?
No. I've been really good.
I'll keep asking.
I know you will. But
I've just realised something that I've forgotten I'd done.
What's that, mate?
On these tracks for the Megatrakk Scrapjet, they've got teeth that go all the way around.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten, but I actually cut all the teeth off the bottom.
Oh, you didn't?
But no, because if you sit it on the ground, it sits on the teeth, which probably makes sense. But if I'm going to put it on like a mud or earth base,
Yeah, what was the point? It would have sunk in anyway, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
well, no, because I think that was the idea. Because I'll glue it to the base and then put the mud around it.
Yeah.
But if you do that, it'll be sticking up from the base. So I've forgotten I'd done that. Just so it can sit flat. Because if I think the other reason was as well that they'd only have like a tiny contact point for the glue.
So does that mean you've done a thing that was good preparation?
Yeah, I think I can't remember. I'm guessing that I thought there's no way I can glue this to the base with the tiny little contact points, so I'll cut them off, and I've got a big flat bit there that I can glue into place.
So does that mean you was pre-planning things?
Steady now. I don't want to go that far.
I'm really impressed,
I
mate.
don't want to make people nervous, you know. I need to keep my viewers. Excuse me. You don't want to scare people off.
Suitably excused.
I'm actually quite liking this weird effect that you get with the grey sear with the paint, because it might help the rusty effect if it's kind of patchy and weird. Interesting. Let us try a different colour. Warning to Foxx and Colin, as advised by Panzer. Wait, what? Panzer, something you can issue fines for. Sarah Jane, what are they talking about, Panzer? LOL sounds to me like two candidates for restraining. Oh, because I'm talking about DS9.
Yeah, Panzer, watch Major Kira wrinkle her nose up, and I defy you. Yeah.
Yeah, I defy you to just go, oh. Yeah. 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 Cute as a button is the phrase that springs to mind. Cute as a button.
I want to see her buttons. I said that out
Inside voice. Inside voice. You did it again, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, you can basically... What I would recommend to you is never ever meet Nana Visitor in real life.
No, I think I'd get arrested.
Yeah. That'd be lucky if you got arrested. Who knew Nana Visitor was an expert at the 5-foot drop kick?
Hey mate, she can come and kick me any day of the week. I don't know.
Here we go. Straight in again. Do you know, I got my little paint rack out so I can have more. I've still got a pile of paints over there. I'm such a spoon.
He said the word rack whilst we're talking Nana Visitor.
You can just shut up about that. That was you that made me do that. I had no such meaning in. I stabbed myself on the wheel thing again.
I hope they re-edit it in super high def. Swing.
Sarah Jane says, unfortunately, Panzer, I'm one of the few people that understand Colin, but I miss what he says due to Foxx sending me to sleep. Oh. Panzer confirms it's Martin Kovacs, that's it. Yeah. Foxx is likeable as I can get to sleep quickly, says Sarah Jane. Do you know? Oh. Do you know?
Oh, bless.
Don't forget, folks, because we are obviously doing painting, we've got our lenses and stuff on. We might miss a lot of your comments, and we'll do our best to keep up with chat, but if you do want to catch our attention specifically to ask us a question or something, just do @ModelMakingGuru at the start of the question or the comment, because it'll put it in an orange box. Or you can do @Fister67's Workshop. I think that should still work. Or do a super chat. Either way, it just means we get a chance to not miss your comment then, so do consider.
We are useless though, folks. That's what
we
say.
Pretty much are made of uselessness. It is the order of things.
Mind you, I bet Nana Visitor could put a chat in microscopic writing and we'd both see it.
Oh God, Nana Visitor could not do any chat and you'd still see it. Alas, Colin and I know who she was dating during filming of DS9. I think you should tell Colin just to make him go all sad.
She was dating someone. If it's another character, you know I'm going to hate on them forevermore.
Yeah, don't tell him. I need him to watch the entire 7 seasons before you tell him that. So, yeah, don't tell him that. Don't give him your name, Pike. Now we shall do some, what's this? Ulthuan Grey, I think, for these. Vary up the tracks again.
Thing is, I still would now.
What?
Major Kira.
Oh, I see. It was that
She
kind of...
Still looks mint, mate.
Oh, yeah. She's aged rather nicely.
Like a fine wine.
Yeah. How much work did you get done today on the stream, Colin? Not a lot.
Yeah, everything's just gone blurry all of a sudden.
About an hour and a half, about an hour in, my productivity stopped. Are you shaking paint? Are you shaking paints?
Yeah, it's just like I can hear myself doing the noises.
Yeah. You are like a schoolboy with a crush, aren't you? This is quite adorable.
I am. It's like I was sat there last night watching it, and I got cool with the rewind pause button by her who needs to be obeyed. See, and she went, "Oh, what are you rewinding it for?" I said, "Oh, I missed what he said." She said, "I wonder why." She said, "Look at you." She said, "You're smirking like a Cheshire cat."
You're like a puppy. It's like you are like a puppy,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you?
said, "It's Major Kira. Look at she." Said, "I don't care how she wrinkles her nose. I do.
I do quite a lot, actually.
I think she's lovely." She, and this is it. She goes out. She goes, "I'll leave you and Kira alone." Thank you, love.
What are you like?
Yeah, well, she's got a Tom Hardy poster up, so I could put a Major Kira one up. Ooh.
Oh, if there is a Major Kira poster, or if you've just got a printer that can print.
Yeah, there is one on eBay, but I haven't looked.
Yeah, there might. Have you already bought it?
No.
There's probably a Major Kira action figure, you know that, don't you? You'd be able to paint it.
Oh, God, it would take me forever to bloody paint it, wouldn't it? Oh, no.
I've put 38 layers of paint on these nose wrinkles.
You could just imagine Foxx going, "Festa, what? Paint spec reviews the brush, mate." Ah, right, okay.
You know, you don't paint something by simply putting it next to the paint and then looking at it. It's not how it works. Oh. Also, doing things off camera is kind of crap.
But, yeah. But if you haven't watched Deep Space Nine, folks, apart from Major Kira, it's actually an entertaining series. It really is.
It's the best one. It's the best Trek series.
But there are perks. That sounded wrong.
You can think of it. Yeah, moving on.
Oh, God, I'm obsessed, I?
Yeah, pretty much. It's stalker time.
Yeah, I can feel that restraining order coming on again. Got to be worth it.
Why do I get the impression if you ever met her at a convention, you'd immediately develop a laugh that's like... You'd be laughing like that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, would it?
Would you develop a lateral lisp? "Hello, Mrs. Kira. I love you lots. Can I have your babies?"
I would be like Jack Hackett, saying all the really, really naughty, wrong things out loud, and it would be, "Yeah, could you wheel that man out? He's a bit strange."
Yeah, I think he's broken something.
Yeah, be like, "Oh." Yeah, I painted a picture of you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, oh God.
I painted a picture of you using only Rice Krispies that I had chewed 3 times each. Yeah. Bye now. Bye now. Right, I think that's going to do for colour variation. We don't want to go too crazy. I don't want like a multicoloured track going on. I can't get over the fact that Colin looked on Evil Bay for a Major Kira poster, says Panzer. You've clearly never seen Major Kira. Otherwise, you'd understand. I understand.
It was a signed poster, I have, you know.
It was ... says the Bobbins about Kira's boyfriend. Panzer, get them to change subject, please, says Sarah Jane. I think you're annoying Sarah Jane.
Me? Never. Foxx made me do it, Sarah Jane.
I did no such thing. And you know well that I did no such thing.
Yeah.
Max says, "Ork boys' hats look good in gunmetal, I've decided."
Oh,
Sounds good. I think I could concur with that.
How about then, Sarah Jane? if we say Major Kira in the black outfit astride a motorcycle?
Sorry, what was that? I've just dropped my brush and everything now.
Are you all right there, mate?
I dropped my brush.
Oh, that's what you did, is it?
I literally dropped my brush. Woo.
Trouble keeping a grip, are we, mate?
Never. Right, what's that now? I've got this one. Huh? Stone! Time for...
Do any of you out there have a movie star crush then, or an actor or actress crush? Come on.
You know
You've
you
heard
do.
me and Foxx swooning like a couple of schoolboys.
Oh, you do. You know you do. To quote Frank Sidebottom. Bobbins says Garrett was still the best character. Garrett was absolutely the best character. Oh. I have Foxx, I just don't think she is, in quotes, hot. You're not human then, are you, really? Let's just be honest. Clearly you're not human, obviously.
How can you not get all wistful when she wrinkles that naughty little nose up?
Well, simple phrase would be even simpler. It's how can you not? And leave it at that. How can you not? How is this possible? I do not know. You're saying words that make no sense. Khajiit does not understand the words you are saying.
Swingularity, mate.
Look at the swingularity. Bit thin. Beat the devil out of it. I had no other meaning to that other than a Bob Ross reference, but I'll let you take that wherever it takes you. God, he's gone all wistful. I need to. Even I'm getting. I need to go around and give him a slap soon.
No, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I'm fine.
You can give it up any time.
Perhaps I'm not all right. No, I just had a thought back to last night's episode, and it was like,
Yeah, you had a lot of thoughts, didn't you, about last night's episode?
Have you ever watched Major Kira eat a grape? Oh God.
Yes.
You know the scene now, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, moving on.
Trying to paint tiny details here. You do realise that, don't you?
Why do you think I'm doing it?
You tart.
Tart. That's what you are. You're a tart.
Tart.
Not a clue what you're on about, but I take it it's Star Trek or W crap, so subject of conversation needs to move on. Yeah, teachers spoken, eh? Yeah. It is good though.
Your washing machine on?
No, not that I know of. I can't hear it.
I can hear something spinning up very, 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 very quietly.
It might well be then. Hold up, let's open the door and have a look. Notice I'm doing this from a distance. I have
From a distance. It's just I'm more just intrigued by how good my hearing actually is. Is it?
There it is.
Wow. Because it was this really, really tiny, high-pitched whine, and I'm like, I was more just curious whether my hearing was actually that good, and it.
No, that's why I checked. Because you said high-pitched whine, I wanted to make sure H wasn't home.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Yeah, controversial.
Yeah, you remember when I said do this thing and film it? You've just done that to yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but that.
Yeah, I did fall for that one,
You
didn't I?
did, yeah.
Okay. I would say lesson learnt, but obviously. No.
Yeah, so I'm quite impressed that A, I could hear it, and B, that these microphones are that good that it picked it up. It's quite impressive.
They are good microphones.
I've not figured out yet how to get round the reflections, though, from my workbench. Because if you note, whenever I work at the bench and I'm recording,
Yeah.
if I do voiceover, it's nice and crisp and like and soft, and there's. But if I do like the same microphone doing voice pickup from the bench, it's always got this boomy echo to it because it's picking up the sound that's bouncing off the workbench back up at the microphone.
Oh, you're getting the ricochets, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's not so much that. It's just more of like a boomy bass to it that's not there when I do voiceover, and it's really frustrating. But there's no way around it unless, you know, I cover my workbench in stuffed stuff.
Yeah. Hugh Golden says, playing with the washer buttons, capital offence. Me, wouldn't dream of it, mate.
It wouldn't dream of doing that and filming it at the same time. Wait, what?
Wouldn't dream of it. Max says, back in the day, that would have been Tatum O'Neill. Oh, good shout. Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. Swing. Still not as good as Kira, though.
No, nobody's as good as Kira.
Let's have a bit of that.
Anyway, to turn this back on Sarah Jane.
Yes.
If you're so keen for us to talk about something else, because once we start talking about Major Kira, you've lost us for good permanently. Unless you give us something to talk about. And we always say to people in chat, for the love of dog, ask us questions or give us things to talk about.
Otherwise, we'll just ramble on about 70s and 80s TV,
food,
Sally James,
or Major Kira. Yeah. Or, well, nowadays it's Major Kira since you've found your new love.
Well, you know, what can I say?
You're a man of a certain age.
Absolutely, mate. And you know,
she's a woman of a woman.
She's got a pulse. She's a MILF.
She's got a pulse. Such a dog, aren't you?
Oh, mate, I told you I'm cheap, mate. I'm cheap, mate.
Cheap
date.
You a cheap night out, are you?
Oh yeah. I've got the Croydon facelift, the slingbacks. Oh yeah, mate. I'm proper cheap tart, me, mate. I told you that.
Cheap night out.
Yeah.
So there you go, Sarah Jane. Give us something else to talk about. Ask us a question, or suggest a topic, or start a conversation. There you go.
Yeah. Instead of sitting there picking on us both.
Oh, I see. Panzer Koenig. Like I say, Colin, just wait till midway through season 4. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, now I understand what you're saying now.
He's itching to tell me.
Yeah, no. You'll find out. What's next? Let's put some wash on this little fella here, little tiny little fella.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, I've got to think of a random colour for a grot pants. Did you just say she's got a pulse? Says Mac.
Yeah.
He's got very high standards that he often fails to achieve. I mean, very low standards that he often fails to achieve. He's got standards probably somewhere.
It's Major Kira, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Right, what colour pants is this grot wearing?
Khaki.
Khaki. Oh, I can do khaki. That's right. Not that anyone's ever going to see them, of course. I take it Colin has yet to watch Voyager and Seven in her Lycra bodysuit. Well, that's the thing, you see, with Seven.
7 or 9?
Yeah, 7 of 9. See, this is the difference. 7 of 9 is just sex appeal. Whereas Major Kira is you want to marry her and have all her babies. Because she's just lovely. It's not necessarily just straight out sex appeal.
Major Kira is...
classy.
Yeah, she's that sort of sophisticated MILF, isn't she?
Yeah. Whereas 7 is just, you know, tits and bits.
Yeah.
That's the more base level appreciation. You know what I mean.
Yeah. We all like unwrapping chocolate rather than seeing the chocolate straight away, don't we? You know?
Yeah, 7 is more just appeals to a base, simple base level, whereas Kira is a bit more refined and civilised.
So even when Kira changed into a Cardassian, I still thought, yeah, I kind of still would.
Now it's got wrinkles and bumps.
Yeah, it's got wrinkles, bumps and umps, yeah.
Gave you the ump.
Well, it's knowing that it was still Kira underneath.
Underneath.
Still our Kira.
Our Kira.
I know, it's wrong, isn't it? I need to get out more.
I've got no idea how much of this grot will be visible when he goes into the car, but unfortunately if I put him in there I'll never get him out. So I can't put him in there to find out. I can't take that risk. So I'm just going to very roughly paint him because I don't think most of them are going to be visible, to be honest.
Right. Still doing it. Still doing sighing noises.
You're having little daydreaming noises.
I am. I may be daydreaming. Yeah.
Suddenly Colin's paint job becomes terrible.
What do you mean becomes terrible? I like the way you gave me a bit of benefit there.
I was going to say, take what you can get, dude.
Absolutely, mate. I'll take that all day long, mate. Dear. Right, we've got a bit of that going on. Oh yeah, got to do a bit more on that squig over there, and that's
Squigularity.
got to tart him up a bit. In that
Apply a small coat of tarting.
yeah,
That's what you need to
tart
do.
it up a bit. Yeah.
Colin's tarting up his squigs.
Yeah, well, it's like when I said about the fart arse little gun that comes with the battle wagon. That kind of tickled Nigel, didn't it? So, got a fart arse gun on it, isn't it? Oh dear.
La 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 la. Sarah Jane, I've only defended Colin. Excuse me, I would say a subject, but Foxx has to notice the comment despite highlighting.
Ah, right, good girl.
Well, Mark said Ork Boy hat looks good in metal. I've decided that was highlighted.
Oh, good man.
And that's one of the few comments that has actually been highlighted. Other than that, I'm not spotting a highlighted comment from Sarah Jane anywhere.
No.
Nah, you see. See.
Are you been argumentative with
I'm not
Sarah
winning,
Jane?
am I? I'm not winning, though, am I? I'm not even going to win. It'd begin to win. It's not even an option, is it, really?
No, just do what I do, mate. Nod approvingly and lose badly.
I'd rustle the newspaper and say, yes, dear, but I don't have a newspaper.
Yeah, I've done that before, and it's doesn't end well for me.
No.
No, I can't see anything highlighted.
Yes, I can get away with a bit of a rougher paint job on this chap.
Absolutely.
Because you literally going to have a little tiny slot in the back of the car you can see through, and that'll be it. You'll see I'll do a good paint job on his head and stuff, because you can see that clearly, but
Absolutely.
anything below the little vision hole.
Can I issue a fine to Panzer, Sarah Jane, for fanning or trying to add fuel to the fire?
Fuel to the fire.
Sarah Jane says, Foxx, stop changing things. You know that highlighting your name will make zero difference. Good girl.
Well, you can't. If you haven't done it, you can't say it'll make no difference, will you? Salt and vinegar?
Bloody hell, they are as well.
I know these things. I know
But
many.
they're in the wrong colour packet. Salt and vinegar should be blue, cheese and onions green.
Fascists. Fascists, all of them. Fascists. That's what they are. I shall do a wash.
Absolutely.
Doodle-doo. Sarah Jane has on past streams done highlighted comments that you have missed. That's different streams, you see.
Sarah Jane, what's your opinion on last week's Formula One race, love?
I've switched off now.
There you go. That's right up Sarah Jane Street now.
Yeah. I can leave you guys to it then, because I'm.
Absolutely.
She'll be happy to talk about that if it bores me. That'd be sweet revenge.
Hold up a minute. How does Panzer get a lovely big hug when he admits earlier on in the chat to adding fuel to the fire?
Because he's not me or you. By default, he gets lots of hugs, I suppose. It seems fairly straightforward, I think, that one. Shading time. I'll tell you what, null oil is a fantastic way to just get to paint things to look like rubber. Obviously black rubber, not like, any other rubber. Just over a grey base colour. A few coats of null oil and it looks like a rubber face mask. It's great. I love null oil so much. I love shades so much. They're just so good.
Yeah, Sarah Jane says it's an FIA cock-up. Yeah, it certainly is, mate, isn't it?
Do you know what I bought Mama Foxx the other day?
What's that, mate?
I bought Mama Foxx a bar of dairy milk.
Ooh.
Now, before you sit there and think, what you bought a chocolate bar is a bit crap, innit? It's like about 3 foot long.
Oh, you went for the small option then?
Yeah, it's like about that wide and about 2.5 foot long.
Good man.
She was marginally pleased with it. Yeah, she's quite happy with that.
Bless her. Max says, I will not be silenced, Sarah Jane, he says. Ross is in, Scale Model Ninja, so
Hey,
good
Ross.
afternoon.
Welcome. I'm just going to hide that comment, Eon's card, for no other reason than YouTube might pick up on it. On the specific word you put in there.
Yeah, they did me earlier on the Sunday brunch.
Yeah. Just because YouTube might pick up on that specific word, and yeah.
Yeah, I had a limited monetisation on it because, yeah.
I haven't got a fine... I need fine brush, a damn fine brush. I'm sure I had one earlier on. What did it?
Yeah, Sarah Jane, that's my opinion over the season, yeah, but it was that final few decisions was like, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Eon's car says, yeah. He said, all right. He says, sorry, he should not be named then. Honestly, mate, it's not our personal choice. It's just we get hit with YouTube's rules.
Mm-hmm.
I had it recently on the Facebook group. Someone put up a plane, but because the symbology on the German plane was quite prominent, the photograph got pulled down.
Yep.
And they jumped up and down rather naughtily at me. It's like,
Yes. That is purely because in some countries that's actually illegal. So
yes, in some countries the imagery is illegal. Yeah.
Yeah, so Facebook have, because Facebook's in every country, they can't censor it by country. They just do it globally, which makes sense.
Exactly, I know that, mate. It's illegal in Germany. It's fine. It's actually jailable offence in Germany still, isn't it?
Yeah. Certainly is, and for good reason. Let's be honest.
RW Hobbies, he says he's just stopping by to say woob and Merry Christmas. Woob.
Merry
We've
Christmas.
got a new one. Got a new one for you now, Richie. Mop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mop.
Colin sent me a message and Messenger said, I'll be with you in a minute, but what did you actually say?
I'll be with you in a mop.
Yeah. He said, just getting ready, I'll be with you in a mop. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That means literally no sense at all.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, I've done it again, haven't I?
Woob. Mop.
Woob.
Was that just a typo though, or was that just a random word making itself known? I don't really...
No, I meant to have tried be with you in a mo.
Oh. I did wonder how moments became mop.
Yeah. So, Ray Aquilina's in
Hey, Ray.
again saying, hi guys, I go take the bus to guys. No worries, mate.
Hi, Ray. Malta hogs, even. Hogs, I guess, as well.
Hugh Gordon says, yeah, a lot of disgruntled punters at the bookies thanks to that as well, the FIA. Yes, Hugh, it's causing a lot of problems, mate, isn't it?
I know nothing about any of this. It's all just Greek to me. Ooh, Greek food. Ooh.
Panzer says, yeah, that infamous sign is banned throughout Europe, apart from the UK, where it's just ridiculed. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's all about context, isn't it, at the end of the day? But at the end of the day, the rules are the rules and the laws are the laws.
Yep.
Max say Merry Christmas to Richie at RW Hobbies.
What do I do with this bit now? I need to paint that.
Get back to the wild.
At the end of the day, I mean, if a country wants to take steps to make sure that something never happens again, and one of those steps is making that symbol illegal, then I fully support that. If their intention is to make sure that never happens again, then...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You've got to go with the flow, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's the whole erasing of history that I struggle with, because at the end of the day, you don't go to Egypt to look at the pyramids and then go, oh, but this was built using slaves. You know what I mean? There's...
Oh, no, when you
got to have a healthy debate about these things, and
No, things like bans like that, it's actually allowed in that kind of context. It's just with things like Facebook, they haven't got time to do that. It's easier for them just to blanket ban it, because even in Germany, you're allowed to use that symbol, but only in certain contexts. If you're discussing it in a historical context, of course, it's perfectly allowed.
Yeah.
If you're putting it on a jacket to walk down the street, and you're going to go to jail.
And rightly so, you would get your arse chewed for that, because there's a limit, isn't there?
But yeah, for things like for things like Facebook, they haven't got time to police that. They'll just say, look, it's easier just to not make it available.
Yeah.
You can't.
None of us condone it, do we? You know what I mean? But
No. Anyway, let's not discuss this, because it just drags the chat down, and then...
Oh, absolutely.
And then somebody gets angry, and then I have to ban someone, so... Talking of which, RAF sheepskin jacket.
It's all right, that'll be my fault.
Nonsense. Right, I don't know how I'm going to do this collar now.
Oh, dear.
Did you say what you're having for dinner later?
Yeah, chicken.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is it Sunday roast chicken?
Yeah. I'm full of descriptive terms, aren't I?
You are just the worst.
I am useless, aren't I? What are you doing, Cole? Painting. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
But it's like, yeah. What are you painting, Cole? Me model. Okay.
Moving on.
I will try harder, honest.
He will one day. Yeah. One day, my child.
But it's like anything, isn't it? I mean, people could probably relate to this in the chat. You don't like talking about your models a lot, because you don't want people to think that you're up yourself. So you just... Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bit different when it's actually when you've got a YouTube channel dedicated to it.
I know, but...
To your own models.
Yeah, but you're not sitting there going, I'm the greatest, are you? Because anyone that does that is an arsehole.
Oh, no, you're not doing that.
So, it's... Yeah.
But it's the difference between that and then sitting there saying, welcome to my YouTube channel, but don't look at my stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to look at my stuff, not really. Wait, no, we do. Kind of. That's why we're here.
Yeah, well, how many times do you tell me off for berating myself and me stuff? You're always nagging me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
But you need to stop. Yeah, I know. But
don't be a schmug. I like that word.
Yeah, but if you was coming on screen going, oh, look at me, I'm the best at everything I do and I'm a fountain of knowledge, well,
no, we don't do
people
that.
are going to go, he's a bit up himself, isn't he?
Yeah, so, but that's not what we do, though, is it?
No, I know, but... This is gonna turn into pimping.
Yep.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
You know where this is going. Good lad.
Yeah, I admit defeat before it even starts.
I know my place.
Absolutely. Yeah. I am not as important as him, and I know my place.
Okay, I should have done this dry brushing before I painted the leather jacket, but never mind.
Yeah, but it's a rather sexy looking leather jacket. You got to
Well, it's now a rather sexy over dry brushed on some of the brown bits. I've got to repaint leather jacket. Darn it!
He's got teeth.
You need teeth.
He's got sad teeth.
Get your teeth out. Ready for inspection. I don't know what that means.
Right. Oh yeah, he's got a set of them in there, isn't he?
Teeth out for the ladies.
Get your teeth out here. Get your teeth out here.
Or not in your case.
Oh, don't. Bloody thing. Yeah. Of course, I haven't had any goes at trying to remove said tooth. Because I wouldn't do that because I was told not to. And I am doing as I'm told.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I've made a right mess of this sheepskin bit.
How with you?
Yeah, it looks like bish.
Can it be saved?
I don't know. It looks a bit bish. It's painting with white, and I hate any kind of painting with light colours and whites. Always just looks garbage no matter what you do.
Can you weather it at all?
No, I'm going to have to repaint the whole damn jacket at this rate. Because I've already dry brushed a load of white over the brown. Well, I'll give it a bit of a shade again over the...
Yeah, see how it goes, mate. Move on to something else and come back to it, dude.
Well, it's just painting whites is hard, and doing it on like ridged or ribbed surfaces is even worse. Yeah. But I could do a glaze. Glaze might fix it, make it look a bit better. I think it's just the contrast of dark and light. I can never quite get that right.
Yeah, because you do have the world's supply of Citadel glazes, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I have a recipe for making them, so I'm going to have a go at making some.
Mm-hmm.
Right, what was I doing?
You're doing a bit of this. That's what you're doing. A little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. What was I doing?
Thinking, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Nothing good ever came of thinking.
That's his trousers, yeah. Done that.
Especially if you're thinking about trousers.
Get trousers here for £8 per pound. Yeah, let's do a bit of detail on him. Where did I put it? Is that it there?
Get your trousers here.
It was as well.
£3 for a pound. I can't. That was the worst accent. I don't even know what the hell that accent was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was a bit gash, mate.
It was £3. I don't even know what the hell that was meant to be.
£3 for a pound.
£3 for a pound. It's not even English.
I'm not exactly the person to talk about English, am I? Come on.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah, especially after,
Cycle's finished.
my missus was on Monday. What on earth was you laughing at? So I sent her the YouTube link. She's like,
Oh,
you
me?
lot are just on Monday on the e-model show.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
'Cause she could hear us lot all giggling. And
Yeah.
What was you laughing at? I said, I'll just send you the link. So she sat and watched it. She said, you lot are just mad.
We're just children. We can't help it.
Yeah. She said, honestly, really? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, you'd laugh if you accidentally said a rude word on a
Yeah.
official.
She said, you're just useless. I went, yeah, no.
Never denied
You're
this.
my useless, she says. So, okay.
Yeah, you might be a spoon, but you're my spoon.
Yeah, I was happy then.
You've got to keep her there, haven't you?
Yeah. Too frightened to run away.
Too frightened or too stupid?
Yeah, oh yeah, probably the latter actually.
Yeah, bit of both. Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Yeah, a bit of both. We'll go for on that one, mate. Yeah.
With blokes, of course it's too stupid. It's always too stupid.
Yeah, nah, she's a good girl. She's got to be put up with me, mate.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a medal.
Need something. Okay, I might recover this a little bit. It's not my best
Oh, good man.
best work ever, but I can put a sound fig over it. Give it another wash of some sort.
Got his boots.
These boots were made for orking. You see what I did there?
You did
You
there.
see what I did there? I just did that in my brain.
I'm impressed.
I know. Mad Martican says, Merry Omnissiah Day, Ray. May the big Med Mechanicus All-Father deliver mechanical implements for you in 6 standard days time frame within the allotted 1.4% error margin. He's doing a bit of AdMac there.
He's good, isn't he?
Everybody's saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's come round quick, isn't it? Where is this year gone?
Ray says happy... Oh, because Ray's in and says happy Christmas to all my friends. Happy Christmas,
Hello,
Ray.
Ray. How you doing, buddy?
Merry Christmas-larity. When is Christmas Day? What day is it today? 19th?
Yeah, it's
Next
Friday,
Saturday,
isn't it?
Is it
Friday, Friday night, Saturday, isn't it? That's why we're not doing the frolic, isn't it, this week?
Oh, yeah? I might
Because
probably
it's Christmas Eve.
I'll probably still do a Sunday show, but you don't need to if you're doing family stuff.
I've got something that's coming up, but I'm not going to talk about it live.
No, that's fine. It just,
Not in that way, you know what I mean.
Steady now. You're not thinking of Kira again. Come on now.
No.
But yeah, because I know you said on yours that you're not going to be available, so I'll still do a Sunday show most likely because we're not having family coming round, obviously. So I'll still run a Sunday show, but
yeah, if I'm back home, I'll yeah.
You do what you need to do, my friend. Do not do nothing that you do not need to do. You see what I did there? You're impressed. You're impressed with my accent, aren't you?
I am. It's uncanny. It's like you've been living there all your life, mate.
I was born within centimetres of Bow Bells. I was
it's
indeed.
just uncanny, mate. I don't know how you do it, but God.
If you put me in any kind of transit-sized van, I can probably drive it perfectly without any training. That's how southern I am.
Yeah. Mark 1 Transit or a Mark 2 Jag, you'd fit right in,
Actually,
mate.
then again, no. If I was a proper southerner, I wouldn't be able to drive it very well at all. I'd drive it like an arse. So.
Oh,
you see what I did there? You see what I did there?
Like that, is it? Okay.
You're going all Cheshire on me.
It's like that with you, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, geezer.
That's
Right.
all right.
I'm hoping that I can cover most of this leather up with the highlights on the leather. So, ew, lovely. That was most efficacious.
It was good, wasn't it?
I'm putting the wet palette where the camera is, and I'm doing the painting where the wet palette should be. I'm just an idiot. Okay, that's tidied that up a little bit. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, that's not so bad.
Are you liking it again?
We're spinning
now?
up again, I can tell. I like all your little noises. Things.
Oh yeah, it's a right little hive of activity, isn't it?
Just whatever you do, don't say to H, Fox knows whenever you go in the shower, because that just sounds really weird.
Yeah, but I would say it's because we hear you fart. Yeah, then she'll just be like, you are going to die.
You forgot, you didn't finish that sentence. I would say that, but...
Yeah, she's too ladylike to do such a thing.
I would say that, but I also quite like being able to, have a brain that works. And
Yeah, I like being able to be alive.
Yeah, conduct thoughts and such matters.
That's all right. She's round me sons at the moment. So.
That's all right.
I would say I'm safe, but I still think there's some kind of a listening device here somewhere.
Yeah, it's called the camera and the microphone on your desk, and she has access to an internet. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no safe place, you know that.
No, there certainly isn't. Right, that's that.
No, paint goes in the paint rack, you Dumbledore.
Are you being spoon again?
Yeah, I'm putting the paint over on the side when I've got a perfectly good little paint rack over there that I've deliberately got out of the spare room to put my paints in.
Yeah, that's your projects box.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I'm not down the old, but I may have been looking at them last night thinking, oh, what a great idea they are. Damn!
The only reason I would say to get one is if you want to be able to quickly pack up a project you're working on but take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, I found it great when I was painting my Imperial Knight a couple of years ago. It was the height of summer and it was too hot in here. So so basically what I would do was I'd go outside in the garden, have all my little project box, all the paints in it and the kit, and then I'd use the little painting area that comes in the box.
That's a good shout, yeah.
And then when I finished, I could just bring it all back inside again.
Yeah, and I could do that in the conservatory, couldn't I?
Yeah. And it just means then you've got all the paints for that particular project in one place. And also the other reason I use it is because if I've got something on the go like this, but then, you know, next week I'm going to be painting that T62 tank, and then on Sunday, of course, I'll need to do this, so I need to swap it all back so I can quickly get everything. I don't have to go and find all the right paints again.
And not only that, with us doing like Lehman Russ, I could have all the Lehman Russ stuff just together. Yeah. Oh, we're doing Lehman Russ this week. Yeah, bomb. Yeah.
It's just, but it's a handy way. If people have never seen a project, I'll show you what it is.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, mate.
I'll show you. Because you get, one thing you get is this little paint rack.
Oh, they're about 30 quid, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, you get the little paint rack. I don't know if I don't actually know if the project box still exists. There's a painting box, but that's the one with the hexagons. This isn't what it is. You also get the box itself, which I can't put it all on screen. But the box itself comes with,
that's the one I was looking at with the drawers.
I'm dropping things here. It comes with a section there that's tall enough for shades, section there for tools with little dangly bits. You've got two sections here which just happen to be exactly the same size as one of those.
Oh, right,
like they're little like terrain packs and tufts and grass packs, and they're exactly the right size for my wet palette. You've got a section there for brushes, and you've got a little section here that fits in perfectly the old style water cup, not the modern one. But you also get a little sort of, the inside of the lid also works as a little painting thing, and that is exactly the same size as the little white Games Workshop cutting mat.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the idea is that in that box, and on the front it's got that coolness there, you see. The idea is that in that box you could have a half-built model with all the paints for that half-built model, and all the tools and all the brushes and all the bits you need.
Yeah.
And you can go and sit in the conservatory and work on it, and then when you finish you can go put it back in the box and take it back upstairs. Or wherever.
Sounds like a plan.
But I'm going to keep it here just for like my
you know what's going to
Warhammer.
happen, don't you?
Yeah, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to make some money off you. I mean, you're going to get one. But for me, it's going to be like my Warhammer Sunday stuff. I can just have it in that box and put it to one side.
Well, yeah, I mean, currently in the paint rack there, I've got a whole side of it is just devoted to the stuff for Lehman Russ.
Yeah. Or it's like I have a drawer that's just
all
like
together.
I have a drawer of current paints, which is all the paints I'm using on the build I'm on. Or I end up with a pile of paints on the desk and I have to go and hunt for them. And it's like this way, they're just all there in front of me. And if I need to go, crap, what was that green I used on that thing 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's in the box. So
that's a good shout, actually.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? Damn.
I know many things.
You've done it to me again, haven't you?
Well, like I say, it's only really useful if, like I say, you want to be able to hot swap between two things on the bench.
Yeah.
But of course, then you end up needing a paint that's in your project box, but that's fine. But if you need to quickly move from A to B, or if you want to go downstairs into the sun lounge or whatever, or you want to even sit in the garden on a hot summer's day, if it's too hot in the house, go and sit in the garden and paint.
Yeah. Well, I tend to open up all the front of the conservatory and I sit in me pram.
Yeah. But that'd be perfect because you get your little, get your little inside of the lid is your work area, I think, I can't remember if you get one, but you can get the little white cutting mat. It's about that big, and it's designed to fit in that. Yeah, I find it really good.
I can feel a purchase coming on again. Damn.
Because the reality is, I mean, I can sit here when I'm painting something. I can have like 20 or 30 paints on the go.
Yeah.
And that's taken up a whole mess of space on the desk. And if I need to move something, and I've got 30 paints, I've got to then lift them all, put them on the side. At least on this, I've got the rack, and I can just move the rack.
That's what I find at the moment. I'm continually spinning around, getting the paint, putting it back, spinning it around. Yeah.
But it's like
Cancer says, Colin, now you know why you did the super chat earlier. Yeah.
Actually, no, I didn't do it for that reason, but yes.
No. We're only pulling you. Yeah.
Yeah. But, it's a really handy thing. They're not ideal for everybody. You might not need one, It's definitely one of it, you might not need it scenarios, but... If you
know something, though, I know full well I'd get good use out of it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's what I say. If it serves a specific purpose.
Purely and simply because I could keep all me Toad brushes, me Warhammer brushes, all of that lot in one spot. Me holders, all of that lot. Because at the moment it's here, there, and everywhere. And
yeah, but it's more just if you want to be able to hot swap and move quick.
Well, yeah, because I can pull the paints for a particular build down out of the rack that's up there.
Yeah.
Have them in me box. That sounded wrong. But yeah. Then, like, say, if I want to go next door, have me dinner, I could go, do you know something? I could sit and do the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you could...
work.
It means you can sit down there and watch telly while you're painting.
Oh, yeah, I could do a bit of dry brushing whilst I'm watching Kira. No.
No, you don't want to be doing anything like that when you're watching Kira. No. Not unless it's a model you don't like a shuttle or something.
But, yeah.
But it's knocking the microphone. I do apologise. It's more just for people like if anybody out there tends to work on the kitchen table, because not everybody watching will have like a dedicated workbench. Some people are going to work on the living room table or the kitchen table or the dining room table. If you tend to do that, then you've got a little rack of paints you can simply lift up and walk away with. You can put all the bits back in the box and you're cleared up within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that it's definitely got a specific purpose and you might not need it, but I find it really useful. So if you need to move fast because your better half needs the kitchen table.
God, do you honestly think I'd be brave enough to paint on the kitchen table?
Yeah. Well, it's like if for example, maybe you share a workspace with someone, and
I will be in the beginning of next year because Lex is coming down to do some Warhammer stuff.
Oh yeah, but it's like for example, Mrs. Ted does her sewing, doesn't she?
Yes.
So when Ted moves into his new house at some point, for a little while, he might have to work off a kitchen table. And that'd be handy for him. So
my missus has her own room for that. She's got the upstairs room that I turned down.
Yep. I noticed that you turned that down.
Yeah, but
it wasn't bigger though, was it?
Yeah, twice as big.
Oh dear. I know. Doesn't matter what you say now. There's no way you're getting out of it.
Yeah, but could you imagine us doing a 5-hour frolic? I've got my son trying to sleep one side and H trying to sleep the other. It's just not going to work, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas down there, I'm in the other end of the house, away from the bedrooms.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's... And not only that, a bigger room, I'd fill it up with more shite that I don't need, mate.
Yeah, but that would mean you'd be buying more shite you don't need, which means you're making me more money. I'm never going to argue that one. You're never going to argue that one.
You're a Philistine, you really are.
I'm not a Philistine, I'm a mercenary.
Yeah, you're bad.
Only joking.
Of course you are.
I'm still putting paints over there when I've got a goddamn painter out. Oh, I'm not used to using that. It's been a while. Muse. Oh, Muse came in. Said afternoon all.
Hello, darling. How you doing, Muse?
Max says hi and bye. So has Muse gone? Max says time for food. Catch you later. Thanks, Mac, for coming in. That's why he says bye to Muse.
Yeah.
Big hugs to Muse. Hello. The meat close to the bone is the best, says Mac to Panzer.
Absolutely.
Any meat's the best. The best meat you can ever have is the meat that didn't cost you anything.
Absolutely.
Other than that, it's all downhill from that point. Right, so I've got that painted there. I think what I should do is another shade to soften that a bit, but I don't know what shade. I could do a I don't know, a very slightly thinned Agrax perhaps. Let me do some thinking in my brain.
You go careful with that.
I don't know. I need some Labia mermaids. I mean some Lamia medium. Labia mermaids, I got it in a bottle.
That sounds so wrong.
I'm doing it right next to the microphone. I think actually what I'll do, you know what I'll do? This is what I've got at the minute. You can't even see, can you? But I'll full screen it.
2 seconds, I'll put it full screen.
I've done it. This is what I've got right now. I know it's not in focus, but I've got like this real contrast between the white and the grey. And I'm going to do another little white highlight, but I think what I'll do is I'll just try and blend that all together a little bit. But I'll do it with... or do I want to do that? I don't know. What I can do, I'll get a... I'm trying to do thinking and it never works. I shall get some Labia mermaids. This probably won't work. Well, oh, crap sticks. That's weird.
Oh dear.
Got some Labia medium and it was pink. Oh, well, I don't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4. This brush clearly wasn't fully cleaned. 4 of them. I'll get a tiny touch of...
Just going to pop out for a sec, mate.
Okay. I shall get a tiny touch of Dawnstone, just a tiny amount. I'm just going to make a sort of grey wash. A bit more mermaids in there, I think. 1, 2, 3. It's always important to make sure you put a clean brush in your Lamia medium, because otherwise you'll just contaminate it. And what I want to try and do is soften the contrast between the white bits and the brown wash that was on there originally. So if I now carefully put this wash over, I know you can't really see, but it's a grey wash, so hopefully what it will do is kind of muddy things a little bit subtly on the... that's a bit too much on the sheepskin. I'm hoping it will lighten ever so much that the dark areas and make them more grey than almost black, and also blend the white in a little bit and just soften that contrast between the light and the dark. Hopefully, I mean, it might not work at all. It might be complete garbage, I don't know. It's worth a try. Because I do struggle with these kind of like this kind of effect on these textured surfaces sometimes. It can be quite tricky. Ideally what I should have done is painted this bit before I painted the rest of the jacket. I could have dry brushed it all, but never mind. Well, it's just thee and me. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Give me things to talk about. I shall have a look in a moment at the chat and see what you're doing. This might be a bit too subtle, actually. It just tones it down a little bit. Get that out of there. I don't need that in there. Or what might be better again is I do another coat of this in a minute. I need it to basically make the... It looks very scruffy when I dry brushed it. I need to tidy it up is what I'm trying to do. I'm going to plug my hairdryer in. It's going to get noisy, I'm afraid, but not for long. Plugging in the hairdryer, la 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 la. That's why it's foggy. Foxx has tried to do thinking, says Sarah Jane. Well, if I try to do real thinking, all the lights are dim. I'm going to do the hairdryer for a second. One moment. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, looks a little bit better. Little bit. Tiny bit. La 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 la. Do, 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 do. Not very exciting. Panzer asks, Fox, when you think, does it hurt? Ow! Ooh, that's good. Okay, that's working. Okay, so basically, because it's just a medium grey, and I know you can't see on camera, I do apologise, because it's like a medium grey, it's just softened the transition between the white and the dark shade in the recesses, and it cleaned up a little bit of the roughness. So what I can do is another coat of that, I think. Give it another blast. Because it is darkening down the white, but that's fine, because I can go back and do more white highlights if I need to. I always do find these kind of things challenging, to say the least. Anything white is always a nightmare, and I try and avoid it if I can, but I've not really got any good model in my brain as to how to paint a sheepskin collar, so yes. It's quite tricky. It's not like fur, you see. Like fur is a bit different because the texture on fur lends itself to looking like fur, so you can do a scruffy paint job with dry brushing and it just looks like fluffy fur. But this has got like a almost ridged, almost like a regimented pattern to it, as if it's not fur. So it's like it's a bit more tricky. It's not quite as straightforward. So we'll a bit more of that. Okay, another blast of the hairdryer. Stand by. Flipping it, you can wake the dead with that noise. La la la, hairdryer time again. And the dead did awake. Yes. Do 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 do. Excuse me. So it's looking a little bit better. Still got lots of work to do on it, but we'll leave it there for the moment. Last time I heard a racket like that was Mike's rabbit toy. Ew. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll start that again. I'm looking forward to seeing you paint that awesome Jaguar guy figure thing. Fox, mute you moron, says Hugh. I didn't think the hairdryer was that loud when I've done it in the past. I know now though. Because when I've done it in the past, it wasn't normally that loud. It kind of didn't pick it up. I shall mute it next time I do it then. Like I say, every time I've used the hairdryer before, the noise gate has kind of cancelled it out. Apologies if that was very loud. What else are you doing? Fox thinking, air raid warning for Manchester. Hope Skipper's dining table will be large enough for the Titanic. No. No. Glad I don't have headphones on, Foxy. You could mute for that. Yes, I do apologise. It's always been quite quiet when I've done it in the past, so I've obviously changed something on my microphone at some point. Right, so that's looking a little more tolerable. Still not perfectly happy with it, but yeah. We'll try some light highlights. So I can get rid of... Shall I do one more coat? No, we'll leave it as it is. I'll get rid of if that's a hairdryer you were con when buying it, it's like about 30 years old. It's from the 80s. It's a very old hairdryer. It's not actually that loud in real life. It's just hairdryer loud, but it's because it's a microphone and, you know. We'll have to suggest Colin sells hairdryers on his Amazon store. Yeah. I'm assuming Colin's gone off to maybe get himself something to eat or some such similar thing, so hopefully he's alright. Right, what are these tracks doing? So you can see now these tracks, they're all kind of multicoloured, which looks kind of rubbish. But there is a cunning plan for this. But I'm going to leave them to dry for a bit longer, I think. How's that head looking? Bonce is looking pretty good. I gave him a bit of a shade on his flight helmet. I think I'll give him another bit of null oil on there just to darken it down a bit more. Null oil. Do you know, it's so weird, but I used to do this show every Sunday. By myself, obviously. But I've got so used to having Colin on the show now and doing it as a team that I've actually forgotten what it's like to do it by myself, and I'm kind of like, what do I do? It's really weird. I'm kind of not comfortable anymore doing it solo. I'm sitting like, what do I talk about? I can't use my brain. Oh. There we go. So a nice bit of a black non-oil wash across his flight helmet. Flying cap, I suppose, is a better word than flight helmet. It's a flying cap. Really, it's leather, isn't it? Now I've painted the goggles silver, and I've painted the little metal part on the mask. So the beauty of this is, of course, the black wash will shade both the leather flying cap and the mask and the metal parts all at the same time. So there you go. I'll need to go over the metallics again once this is all dry, just to bring back the bling. There we go. And what I may do is actually paint, you can't really see it, but if you were able to see the inside of the mask, I'd probably paint that black to look like it's hollow. But you can't see that once it's in place. So that's fine. There we go. Now what I might do is, I'm tempted to actually get some null oil in the goggles of his, in the lenses of his goggles, and just have them black. But I'll take that out because I don't know if I'm going to do that just yet. Because it's quite tricky when you've got like flying goggles. It's quite tricky as to what to paint them as. I could paint them like in colours, like glass and lenses, or I could just make them black and they'll stand out a bit. I don't know yet. I'm not decided. Mad Martigan is off. Bye all. GLFH. Sorry, GLHF. GLHF. Don't know what that means. GLHF. GLHF. Take care. Bobbin says, just had a message to tell me that my delivery is due tomorrow, an Airfix mystery box. I'm excited, my Christmas present to myself. What is an Airfix mystery box? Is that a thing where you can actually buy it and they just put a random kit in there that you don't know? Bobbins, I hope it's not a hairdryer then. Honestly, you guys are so delicate and sensitive. Right, what's this doing? I'm going to need to redo that green, but that's fine because I've got to do all his skin yet anyway. Let us... I did not like painting with Ulthir and Grey. Did not like that. Don't want to use Grey Seer. Celestra Grey is a bit dark. I don't like painting whites at all. But needs must. White Scar.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh, hello. You're back, dude.
I certainly am, mate.
Willkommen.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, is that better?
It certainly is, mate.
Was that a massive poop?
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Yeah, I thought so. Pooping time and gefarten.
Oh.
There's no shame when you're on one of my streams. Or when you're on stream with me.
No, it's like, no, I need to go.
There's no hiding. I'd expect no less. Right, I need to go and change
Me
my...
hide as if.
Yeah, I need to go and change my water, so give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Let's get the chat up. Have you read any chat recently? that would be no. Peter Davies says, have a great Sunday. See you guys next time. See you later, mate. Bobbin says, I had no problem with Fox's hairdryer. Panther says, good luck, have fun. My Mighty Guns off. Bye all, he says. See you later, D's. Bobbin says, just had a message to tell me a delivery's due tomorrow, an FX mystery box. I'm excited. He's Xmas present to himself. Oh.
Yeah, I was asking about that. I don't know if that's a real thing. Like you order something and they put a mystery kit, or is he just saying that he's pretending to?
No, the FX mystery box is a thing.
Is it? Cool.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, there's a few people I know that have bought them, and they're mightily impressed, mate.
Oh, cool.
So,
Peter Davey is off.
See you later, Peter.
Have a great Sunday. See you next time. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that. That was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing, mate.
It's a thing, isn't it?
But it's like anything. If you've got a particular genre, it could be a genre that you don't want. But, hey, you could knock it out on eBay, couldn't you?
Yeah. So, there's always that option.
But, no, apparently they are really good value, so... Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, could it be a new turning point for Airfix? You never know.
Well, it's a new fun way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone's had a good idea there, haven't they? So good luck to them for it.
It's almost, dare I say, Games Workshop in its innovationness.
Yeah. At the end of the day, anyone that can think of an hook to get the customers in at the moment is,
Absolutely.
That's the thing, isn't it? You know, is coming up with things that will get the punters back shopping because,
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to tweak them as best you can. There's a thing at the minute Games Workshop are doing that's kind of stupid thing that they're doing that is really a missed opportunity to do that. They're releasing these like old foes packs.
Oh right, yeah.
And it's only available for a week each one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, get them while they're still available, blah blah blah. And it's like, you might get a bunch of dudes in it.
Yeah.
And it might be like some Necrons and some Space Marines, or it might be, some Knights and Chaos Knights. It's basically a selection of things. But what makes them really dumb is that they're all ones that are available anyway.
Yeah.
There's no new models in them, and they're all at the normal price.
Ah, yeah.
So basically, the only thing is, it's basically, instead of going onto the website and pressing add to basket 3 times on 3 different kits, you buy this one box set.
Yeah.
But it's the way they're doing it is like, get it now while it's hot, while it's still around, and fear of missing out, FOMO attack. And it's like, but these are just kits that are available anyway, and I can just go and buy them next week when this one's not here.
Yeah.
And there's no discount. It's like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's...
Considering they do things like, it's like if they said, just for this 1 week only, you can buy 10 Space Marines and 10 Orks in this one box set for a week only, and it's like £10 cheaper than buying them separately. That'll get people in. But it's not. It's like, for this week only, you can get them all in one box rather than in 2 separate boxes for the same cost. What? That makes literally no sense at all.
Yeah, how's that enticing people?
Yeah.
It's not.
But there was for the first few of them, they were putting like, get this now while it's available, because it's only available for a week, and it's like, but they'll be available separately. So there was a bit of a backlash about that. Seems a little weird when they could have done little one-off. Even just taking
it's like a missed opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah. Seems weird they did that. No, I'm sure they think they know what they're doing.
Well, they do things their way at the end of the day, don't they?
I'm sure they know how to run a multi-million-pound global empire, and they do. So it's not for us to say.
It just seems not done them badly, is it? So far,
it just seems a bit weird because they are really good with that kind of like discount box set stuff. So it's weird that they did that.
Sometimes you think, well, where was the brain when that idea was discussed?
Yeah, because they're putting all the money into the box for that product for 1 week, and the box and the packaging.
Yeah.
And yet, there's not really any. There's not a unique selling point there to make me want to go and buy it because it's just the same kit I can buy anyway. It's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like, well, what's the attraction? Where is the attraction?
Yeah. It's like you can buy the new 2021 Ford Fiesta with this top of the range MP3 player built in for normal price, but for this week only, you can buy them separately as well.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You buy one, you get one free. You buy one, you get one free.
You trying to be northern?
Me, yeah, I'm going to stop now.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, it's up there with your attempt at Dick Van Dyke Mockney.
Cool, blimey, governor.
We're bad.
Ain't nothing wrong with my Mockney. Apart from that one line that there was at that exact point. That was pretty bad, actually.
Should we just quit whilst we're behind?
Yeah. Okay, I might have recovered this collar a little bit. I'm still not fully happy with it, but
Kicking your backside, is it?
yeah, I'm just not. It's not. Ray Aquilina says
Yeah, he's had his foot stuck on the keyboard.
Have you got a cat, Ray?
Yeah.
Is he falling asleep? Sarah Jane says, Bobbins, if you get the Italeri Lancia kit as the Airfix mystery thing, I'm buying one.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane says, the mystery is why anyone wants Warhammer anyway. Well, you might find that your way one day. You never know. Oh, hello.
It's like anything. It has its place.
Yeah, Bobbins says, get two for the price of two. It's true. It is true what you say. The words that you say are indeed correct. Right, so I'm feeling a vibe now. It's I'm feeling less unhappy about it.
Oh, is it beginning to appeal to you again? Is it?
I still hate it, but I can live with it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just something about it. There's one little bit where the wash isn't a straight line. It's all straight lines of wash in the gaps, and there's one bit where it's got a gap in the middle, and I don't know. I need to do something cunning with that. Let's just see. Hang on. Let me have a think. Get some of this grey, and then thin it out. A little bit of thin grey. And see if I can fake a bit of wash in there. It's going to be too light. Mix a bit of black in that. I'm doing a little bit of mixing on my wet palette. Yeah.
Get your mix in here.
Base there's a little gap where the normal or whatever the Agrax didn't collect.
Yeah.
And it's like a little island of white, and I need to touch that in. And I think I might have just done it. There we go. Because I can't. It's obviously not shallow enough to capture the shade.
Yeah.
But if I go over with a mix of a grey and a black, just enough that it looks like more of the shade, kind of recovers it nicely. That's all right then. Lovely. Anyway, us Northerners have a moral obligation to try and do bad Southern accent.
Oh right, is that what it is?
Yeah, because basically because Southerners unleashed Ray Winston on the world, so we have to get our revenge for that somehow.
Yeah, you have got a point.
Yeah, you never forget. Basically.
Yeah, that's. I can't really argue that.
Because of you guys, we now have Ray Winston. And, you know, it's not good, is it? Just have a think about what you've done.
Yeah, but he's a nice bloke.
Don't matter. He'd be a nice bloke if he wasn't an actor. That in things.
Yeah, to be or not to be, or you get a dry slap.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit down and watch this movie. Oh, maybe not, because it's got Ray Winston in it. I'm instantly not watching.
You just have a personal dislike for him. That's all.
No, not of the man. I just can't stand his acting style. It does nothing for me, and I just find his acting style grates and ruins my immersion in something. And it's like I'm instantly not immersed in this now. It's just.
All right.
It's a bit like take a film that you love, yeah, and now put Pee Wee Herman actor in it, playing a character. You're going to be like, yeah, I can't watch that now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's just when somebody grates on you. What's his name? Ruben something or other. Pee Wee. I can't remember now.
I don't know. Yeah. It's just that annoying actor, isn't he?
Mm. Or who's that? Oh God, who's that annoying? I've used a comedian. The one with I used the inverted commas there. The one that's always on Channel 4.
Alan Carr.
Yeah. Oh God, Alan Carr. Can't stand that little man. If I see him on something, it's like instantly turning off. I'm not interested, thank you.
Yeah, it's like.
Alan Carr, what? Why do people?
Yeah, you sort of think, well, I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can not find Alan Carr utterly annoying. It's like, why would you want to watch anything with him in it? It's like, oh God.
But it's like anything. They come across someone, and then that's it. They bombard every single airwave, don't they, with that personality? They did it with Graham Norton, didn't they? He was on everywhere, and it was the same with oh God, what's his name? Danny Baker, when he was there. You know what I mean? It was, let's just put him on every single programme, and
No, you got to suffer it. Yeah, but none of them two are anywhere near as annoying as Alan Carr.
Oh no, he takes it to an whole new level, doesn't he?
It's like Keith Lemon as well. He's the same. He's just like, you just want to. No, he's not even funny. He's like, what?
Yeah, Lee Francis, isn't it? Yeah, he does so many different characters, isn't he? It's a bit like Sacha Baron Cohen, wasn't it, with Ali G and all of them characters.
Well,
some
funny.
of them work.
Yeah, he was funny back in the day, and then he just became tedious.
It's too much of the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, he's doing that again.
I've never found that style of comedy funny. The one where you humiliate people without realising it. I just find it uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that kind of sets someone up so they get embarrassed. It's like I just find it uncomfortable.
Yeah, I used to have an immense hatred for studio hypnotists.
Oh yeah.
Let's just get a line of people up doing monkey noises and making themselves look stupid. It's like,
Right, I think I've recovered this sort of. I'm still not fully happy with it, but I could spend the rest of my life trying to be happy with it and never get there. Kind of think it still needs something, but I can't think what. Need more to clean up.
It's not floating your boat still.
Yeah, that'll be fine. It's the kind of thing that, like, every other human being on the planet be like, looks great, don't worry about it, and I'm like, It's that kind of thing.
That's your nature in a way, where you over fuss, don't you? With something.
Everyone's their own worst critic.
Absolutely. It's fine, but like you say, you'll hate on it because it doesn't quite float your boat.
It doesn't quite fit the expectation I had for it, if you know what I mean. It'll be fine. I think it's more because I kind of know what I expect. I wanted it to look like, but for some reason I can't quite parse how to make it look like that.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't quite get my brain to figure out how to achieve that. And what I have tried hasn't quite come out that way. And that's kind of a little bit frustrating. Like, you know, you look at something, you think, I want it to look like this, and I'm going to do it by doing this, 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 and this, and it tends to work.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do that, and it just doesn't. It doesn't work.
It comes out looking totally the opposite to what you want.
Or different, and you're like, well, I don't actually know how to do it now. Then I'm a bit flummoxed. But you can't go doing a million different things, because by that point, you just end up ruining the thing. You've got to strip it down.
Yeah, you end up with 3 inches of paint, 0 detail.
And you just sit a deep self-loathing.
Yeah, and I know, I'm going to put that in Dell.
Yeah. Right, so I think I might leave it at that for now. I've still got to work on the leather jacket. I think once the jacket material gets all its highlights, it might start looking a bit better.
Yeah.
It just looks painted, if you know what I mean. I think once the head goes on and once all the other bits are on there, it might look a bit... I know what I will do. I'll do a little bit of Agrax on it, I think. Little bit
Have you done a test fit of everything else just to see what it looks like?
No, I've got the head on a stick, so the head's super glued onto a stick, so I can't really pop it off. But
Head on a stick.
Head on a stick, but I need to take the head off and keep it separate because I need to paint the chest, and once the head goes on, it covers up half the chest, you see. And once the skin's all done and stuff. Burpage. Let's have a quick look at chat while that's drying. Let's have a look. I started Warhammer back when it was new, says Muse. Life caused a long gaming / modelling break. It's too expensive for what it is, though. You'd think the prices would improve after all this time. Thing is, though, people are paying the money, then they're going to keep the prices as they are, aren't they?
Well, yeah, it does. It's the whole points, isn't it, on the pricing, I think, is what throws people.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, it's not cheap, but then again, some of the things are dead cheap. Like, some of the things work out like massive savings.
Oh, well, you look at a Valkyrie and a Sentinel.
Yeah, Valkyrie's
pretty much the same price, and yet look at the difference in what you get.
Yeah, I mean, that Valkyrie is, what, 45 quid, and it's like that big. And it's... Think of what kit you get for 45 quid from other manufacturers. It's pretty good. You do get some good deals. But the thing is, at the end of the day, if a company can sell product A for £10 and then puts it up to £15 and everybody keeps buying it, they're not going to put it back down to £10 again, are they?
Good God, no.
Panzer says he went through the Warhammer painting phase just to help fund and build the tank stash.
I mean, they are perfect for live streams.
Oh yeah. Mew says, many things I've collected over the years have funded many other projects, like buying my house and 2 cars. Sarah Jane says she has many kits now worth a bit. Sarah Jane basically has all the kits.
Absolutely.
I know I'll never build all the stuff I have, so I turn over what I can when needed, says Muse. Well, as I found out, painting the Warhammer can actually be quite profitable, as I found out this month. So...
Oh yeah, it's got its perks.
Watch out, Foxx had decided to look at chat, says Sarah Jane. Yeah, too late. I found out very nicely this month that painting Warhammer can work out nice and profitable, so not going to be giving it up anytime soon because it's paying my bills. So that's why I'm doing this. A little bit of shading, but I think we need to keep it subtle shading. Subtle, you know what I mean? Subtle. I'm actually going to put shade on my wet palette.
You go careful.
I know. Little bit of wet palette shade, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah. You're just retching now, aren't you?
I'm sitting there going, yeah.
You're sitting there going, it'll be over soon enough.
That Foxx picture on the dartboard.
I hate to tell you, but it's 10 to 6.
No.
It is.
Bloody hell.
I've just noticed now, it's 10 to 6, buddy.
Holy crap.
We need to end, so I'll get this little bit
Day
washed
has
done.
gone really quick.
Yeah, no, this last hour, 3 hours has just gone massively fast, hasn't it?
That's just insane.
I thought it was like about
I thought it was about 4:30.
yeah, 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. Well, like 10 to 6. Right, let me get this done then.
Blimey, that is shot round.
Fastularity. Right, so that's there. A little bit of that. Tone it back a little bit. I like taking the shade off a wet palette. It's kind of nice.
I can't believe how quick that's gone.
I know. It's insane, isn't it? A little bit there. Oops. Good thing with the Agrex is if I get any little patches of it, it just looks like dirt. So
Let's get that there.
right. So while I'm doing this, folks, we'll do the wrap up.
Absolutely.
As we just realised what time it is. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. It's been a good show today. Thank you for your time, joining us as you do.
Absolutely.
Now it is Christmas week this week. I don't know if we're doing an e-model show tomorrow. Are we? We're not doing one. I don't know.
As far as I know, we are.
I think we are. Probably. It's just I think the week after is a bank holiday, isn't it? So
Yeah, I think it's the following week that we're not doing it because it's Boxing Day's on the Monday, isn't it? Because it's Christmas Sunday next week.
yeah. So I think we should be here tomorrow for the e-models Monday show. So do come and join us 9 o'clock tomorrow on e-models channel. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this last 3 hours. Don't forget, of course, if you do enjoy the content from me and Colin, do consider becoming a patron or a channel member for either of us. For mine, you can go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru and become a patron, or you can go to press the join button at the bottom of any of my videos and become a channel member. Either way, you're supporting the channel directly. You're helping literally put food on my table. So thank you to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For Colin's channel, go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or press the join button under his videos and become a patron or a member for him.
Absolutely.
I'd say I will be back tomorrow with Colin and Chris and Ted for the eModels Monday show. This week I have done my part works now. I'm up to date. I need to film a quick part work video, which will be up in the next day or two. And then this week I'll be starting on my Tamiya 135th T62 tank for eModels. So keep tuned for that. Should have a video out by the end of the week, hopefully. However, just so you know, before we go today, because Halo Infinite's come out and I've been playing it and having a good time, I'm going to celebrate the release of Halo Infinite from in a few hours from now, after I've had my dinner. I'm going to make all my Patreon exclusive Master Chief painting videos free and open to everyone for a week. So keep an eye on my channel later on this evening. I did the little build diary videos that were available to everybody, but the actual hour-long 3 or 4 videos painting the big 3-foot Master Chief, they're all Patreon only. I'm going to release them to the public for a week from this evening. So stay tuned later on. Keep your eyes open. There's about 4 or 5 episodes. I think they're all about an hour long, and it'll show you how I painted and weathered that big, massive Master Chief, and how I made the fake, the ammo counter on his assault rifle that makes it look like it's glowing. Because I can't remember how I did it. It's probably brilliant.
Yeah, you need to remember how you did it, don't you, mate?
I looked at the picture, I'm like, wow, I did a good job there. I've got no idea how I did it. So I will be doing that later on this evening. I'll be making them public just for a week, and then they'll go back to Patreon only. So if you've been hoping to watch them and you're not a patron, now's your chance. But then once the week's finished, I'll make them Patreon only again. So keep an eye out for that later. You want to do your wrap up, dude?
Yeah, massive big thanks. I'll see you tomorrow on the eModels stream. Be doing the stream Wednesday, and then I'm taking a little time out until the new year because real life.
Yep. Yeah. You need a break anyway.
Yeah. So and then hopefully I'll be back in time for Warhammer Sunday. So yeah.
Warhammer Sunday. Yeah. Well, I'll be doing Warhammer Sunday next Sunday, but like I say, it might just be me, so don't worry about. You take your time off. So it'll just be me with you next week. I have to remember how to do solo live streams. Anything else?
No, pretty much done, mate. Yeah, done the Patreon bit, done the YouTube bit.
Yes. Well, as I say, there should be a part work video up in a day or two And then hopefully this week I might be able to get one of the T62 videos out this week, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done an actual filming video, so I might be a little rusty. Might take me a while. Although I'm mostly building. I'll be building anyway, so that'll be quick. So
Yeah, I've got the voiceovers going on the E-Models films, so hopefully I'll get a couple of them up.
you're with your
Been
best
saying it.
with your best Radio 4 voice. Thank you for listening
Yeah.
to Radio 4.
Nice.
Next, Farming Weekly with Bob Old.
Got a nice little beat combo.
Great. Jazz Club.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, in that case, then, I shall bid everyone adieu. Thank you again, all of you, for watching and coming along and thumbing up and Patreoning and all that kind of stuff. We shall see you all tomorrow. I might see some. If I might pop into the Hangout later on. If you are a patron or a channel member of me or Colin, you'll be able to join the 24/7 live Zoom. So we might see you in there later on. I might pop in. I might not. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I might carry on
folks.
painting this fella. I've got my stuff out now. I might as well paint later on.
I know, you're good, aren't you?
Yeah, but I've had a lot of late nights in the last few days, so I'm a bit knackered. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
Are you going to be on later on, do you think, or?
What, in the Hangout?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
I'll be there round about 8ish in the
so there you go.
24/7.
So if you're patrons and members, if you are a patron and a member, by the way, or either of those, and you don't know about the Hangout, when you've underneath this video, there's a link. One for patrons, one for members. Click that link. It'll take you to a post either on Facebook or on YouTube or somewhere, Patreon or somewhere, where you get all the logins and passwords for the Hangouts. So if you're a patron or a member, then you can access that information. So click down below and go and join the Zoom Hangout. Go and join in.
There's a ticker going along the bottom there.
There you go. Yeah. So anyway, that's going to do us. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. We shall see you all very soon. Take care. I'm readying myself to find the button. So until next time, I shall say, take care of yourselves. Go make something awesome.
Take care, folks. Thanks for your support. Massively appreciated, peeps.
And adios, amoebas.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.